Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I am Jasmine,
Which
and
means she
tonight
basically is
is
talking to herself, right?
Sunday Night D&D.
Shh.
Uh,
That means you're talking over her because they can hear what we're saying too.
If there's nobody watching her, then yes, she's talking to herself.
be quiet, you
Whoops.
guys. All right, I'm good. We can start.
Did we
Thought the
mess
mute
up your
went both
intro?
ways.
I giggled in the middle of it, but I got through it.
Sorry, I thought the mute went both ways.
No. If I have muted Discord for me and that you guys, then yes, but I only muted myself, so okay. So we're good to go. So I'm looking at the map. We are in Chalum, correct?
No, that's Shaymore.
Shaymore, okay.
Yeah, you're in Shaymore.
Okay. Can we recap what the options are and what's going on in each direction?
Okay, the options are as follows. You can there's something going on in Oscar, the Dwarven City. And if you refer to your maps, once I get mine out, excuse me while I whip this out.
Don't whip things out, Tony. Jesus.
Where the hell? My camera's not even on yet.
That's probably good if you're whipping things out.
Where is my copy of the map? It's not in my quick. There it is.
Oscar. Is that the one?
Oscar is in the Holderheck Mountains.
Oh, excuse me. Gosh.
And there is an unknown staff there. It's got a P, but I don't remember the original 10, so I'm, once again, as you guys know, having to kind of come up with them again.
A P.
Okay.
Are we looking
There's a staff there?
northwest?
There was. That's the old map. There was a staff there. That's why there's a P there.
Right.
You don't know whether there is now or not. But the city itself stretches all the way from the entrance, which is where the dot is for Oscar, all the way down to the Temple of Moradin. You guys were told that there is a secret back door to the city that very few people know about, including many of the dwarves that live there don't know about it. So there's something going on in Oscar. That was one possibility. The other possibility was to go to Orc Country.
That one's fairly close, right? That's like the closest one to us.
The opposite of that, in fact.
Oscar is the closest one.
Okay.
The castle of Noctar above Orc Country, the wall nearest Noctar and the castle were said to have been taken by orcs. That needs to be investigated.
Okay.
And of course, you know that the burial grounds might hold the staff of necromancy.
And that's way down below it.
That's way down south.
Right.
So you can be transported instantaneously to the gates of one of them.
Wasn't there something in Fender we were trying to do? Or was that just for 1092?
That was for 1092.
Tony, just out of curiosity, the area that we're going to, if we were to go after the staff of necromancy.
Yes.
Which one's that one
again? We had
That's
at one point
grounds
okay
into the Tyrone Pass to the Three Mountains.
Got it.
Okay, we had at one point accidentally stumbled upon a necromancer's lair through that portal.
Yes, you had.
Right.
How could we confirm or deny that the location that they're talking about the necromancer staff being is in the area we were in when we were accidentally going after the necromancer that was we weren't ready for it?
When you guys came out of there, you were in the coast, I believe.
I know we were in the middle of the woods, and we reached out to Balthazar.
God, this was so long ago.
Baltus. We'd reached out to Baltus to help us out because we realized that we got off course. The coast was over where we actually went to find the cave that took us to where the other guy had kidnapped that woman.
Okay, so you were further in Damn it, I can't.
And I
read
think
that.
we had
This was
had
like one of our
identified
first few missions.
I think we had identified that if we
Awful.
were to try to walk back to where we were supposed to be, it was about a 2 weeks journey. So I think we were able to kind of identify through terrain
Was
features
that
where
was
we were on the map.
Rothel's issue, right?
This was the one with the sick person,
Yes.
right? With the sickness.
Okay. So you were further north.
Oh,
You
Lorna, you're
weren't
killing me.
actually that far away from Rothel at that point.
Okay, because you said it was like a 2 weeks travel through the forest and with unknown things that we would encounter.
Yes.
And so and it was like
But-
2 weeks south of Rothel. Whereabouts
2
on the
weeks
map?
south of Rothel would almost bring you to the river above
Okay.
Wallermore.
So where you're talking about is further away than that, where the necromancy staff might be.
Yes, I'm talking about way down south near the desert and near the volcanic area where the three mountains are.
boneyard, where the
Yeah.
Borak,
Okay.
Tag, and Kalios.
Okay,
Or
but
Kalos.
we are still aware that at some point we may want to take on a fight against the necromancer that's causing problems.
I'm sure the cleric's in for that.
I don't think we're where we need to be for that yet.
So
I
I don't think we're
Devin-
I,
quite where
I
we-
highly
quite
doubt
where we
we're
need to
anywhere near ready to take on a necromancer.
So
That's up near. Yeah, that's up north
This
near
one.
Rothel.
so Devin,
that felt honestly like not to. This is a little bit of metagamey, but that felt more like a level 5+ encounter.
You definitely weren't supposed to be there.
Right. I slipped up and got us into the wrong place.
good job.
Well done, Dane.
Oh, well,
Not
Tony
only
made the
did you
portal.
get there,
Tony made that
This
whole
seems to
portal
be a
thing so
running
appealing.
not
He made
only,
that. No, Tony made that portal way too appealing.
yes, but not only did he go through the
Because
portal
he
and get
knows
us
you like
to
to
an area.
dive through
Yeah,
Hey,
not only did you go
He
through
was
a portal
not. He was not expecting me to trigger a mirror magic event. That I somehow
Dang.
figured that shit out on my own.
Dane,
Yep.
look, you need to stop jumping through portals and jumping through holes that'll lead you to time traps.
All right. So
You jumping into
Okay.
things has led us plenty of places.
You guys understand. I want you guys to understand something. I'm gonna give you a little piece of background on Dane before we make a decision. His intelligence and wisdom come from that of being not essentially a non-commissioned officer in the dwarven military. So he was in charge of troops. So he has a reasonable average to above average intelligence and wisdom. According to stats, he's basically got average intelligence. His wisdom is based on the fact that he is smarter due to his experiences, and he is not nearly as charismatic as I've come across as. He's actually probably in this group statistically the worst person to lead the group.
yeah, we
And
keep
yet he's
putting
the
you
one
in
everybody
charge.
has chosen.
Exactly. Statistically, Zyra and Ricalo are more ideal candidates for being the leader because they should have higher intellect or higher charisma scores.
I'm so glad you didn't say 1092. I was
Now,
thinking,
I'll be honest with
what the hell is wrong with
you.
you?
I think we can all agree that's a bad idea.
As far as classes are concerned, the leader classes, as far as the Dungeons and Dragons original Pantheon, hey, I'm on cam, are concerned, the leader classes are the Paladin, the Cleric, and sometimes the Fighter,
Well,
depending on what the group is made out of.
you are a fighter.
But those
Dean.
are the three leader classes. There's also
Bard is
what was it?
certainly
there was
not.
there was one in 4th edition that was specifically a fighter who gave commands.
Battlemaster, maybe?
I forget what it was, but it was
Well, I know that 3.5 because a lot of things in that aspect were charisma based. Bards actually would excel in talking their group in and out of trouble.
Yes. Yep. What I'm talking about is something that I'm trying to create, I think, and it's just a fighter, but there's a feat that I'm trying to create, trying to incorporate into the game, which we may be able to do it at in a couple of levels, but where the fighter or whoever the leader is, can take that feat, and on their turn in combat can use their action to give another player an action. It's kind of like giving them an order. Hey, you, do this. Who's a puppy?
That sounds familiar, but maybe I'm thinking of a different.
Yeah, it was a 4th edition specialty.
Nice.
I'd show you my dog, but he's in the living room chasing his tail. I can hear him. He's barking at it.
Jeez,
Alrighty.
my little attention whore.
So, since we have no idea who the leader is everyone.
So we have the choice of a possible staff up in the Dwarven territory. We have an issue over in Orc country with orcs taking over an area they're probably not supposed to occupy.
I
And
thought
then we
that was
have
still the issue in Oscar. I thought those were two together.
Nope, the issue in Oscar does not involve the dwarves. Or the
orcs.
Orcs.
Well, if it didn't involve the dwarves, then Oscar has some really big trouble.
So Devin,
And then
Devin's
and then the other option was the necromancy staff down in the desert.
Right, and when I said there was a staff in Oscar, I was talking about the old map. There used to be a staff in there. You guys don't know whether there is or not. I was giving a location because on the map there's a P with an X. And that's where one of the staffs was in previous games.
So we know down south is the potential to get the necromancy staff. The orc country issue is orcs occupying a castle they're not supposed to be at. And then up in Oscar, what is the purpose of helping the dwarves up in Oscar? What's going on up there that we're concerned about?
There's something going on in Oscar having to do with the war.
Okay.
So there's no staff up there.
Well, you don't know.
We would not know if there is or isn't. I mean, technically there could even be a staff in orc country, but we don't know. I mean, that could be what's causing the orcs to.
What I meant to say is there's no proof of one being up there.
I accidentally started Sea of Thieves because it's pinned to my bar and it's right next to my Discord. So I've got to wait for it to load so I can get out of it.
Okay,
Devin's vote was
Windows key and then right click on it and hit end task.
All right, hold on a quick moment.
Done.
I just want to recap so that everybody's listening and understanding, and then I want to go to Zyra because I want to know where Ricalo is not here, which direction he wanted to go before we discuss it any further.
Okay.
So we know that up north there's an issue that's directly concerning the war.
Yep.
We know that there's concerns with the orcs occupying a castle they're not supposed to be occupying. And then we know that there's a staff down south that we could potentially obtain. Mm-hmm. Zyra, what was it that Ricalo wanted to do based on the information we have?
He is okay with either going down south to the necromancy one and the burial ground or checking the dwarven city. He has no interest in going to orc country.
Okay. Grandius, do you have an opinion on which direction you would like to go?
I don't really have much of one. I don't know.
That's fine. I mean, not having a direction to go is it's a decision, just like having a direction you'd like to go.
Which
so that's
means
fine.
you'll be fine with no matter what we do.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever.
I guess
I'm not
as your character
sure.
though, would your character want to go do the necromancy thing?
I mean, he doesn't like that, but he does also. He just wants to stick with the party. That's essentially what he's doing right now.
Okay.
Does 1092 have a particular direction he prefers to go?
I am either for Oscar or the burial grounds. 1092 has some personal business in both South and in Oscar, but he's honestly probably would prefer going towards the burial ground, as they were instructed that to make the stabs their main focus now. Now that's stuff has seemed to increase with the war.
All right, and Victor, do you have a direction you'd prefer to go?
I am conflicted. Both the burial grounds and the dwarf city. I originally thought I would have preferred the dwarf city, but now that 1092 reminds me of our duty that we were told to seek out the staffs, perhaps the burial ground is the better.
Zyra, where do you land on all this?
I'm split just like Victor. I kind of wanted to go to Oscar just mainly because it's closest, and then the burial grounds. I do want to go to the burial grounds because that's the only place we have heard there of being a staff, and I do want to continue down that path. But at the same time, I don't think it's too awful far out of the way to hit Oscar first and get some more leveling before we go south, because I have a feeling south is probably going to be a bit hefty of a task.
I actually kind of, I kind of agree with Zyra there.
So, Tony, am I correct in the understanding that if we're going in a direction from this
One
location,
direction, yes.
that if we choose
only-
a direction, we would get there quickly?
Yes. The only thing that I'm going to say on that is that your character doesn't know that you gain levels.
Okay.
So
No,
you're dealing you're on the verge of metagaming at that point.
Okay, so what we know is that. So who wants us to go? Who had advised us that we should check Orc country to find out why the orcs are occupying?
I don't think any of us really wanted to deal with the orcs right now.
I'm just curious where the information came from.
I think all of it came from the committee people, right?
The meeting at the moors.
Yeah.
Either that or didn't I swear Balthazar had said something at one time too.
That would
So-
be Baltus? Yes, Baltus is the one.
Why do we keep
Baltus
calling him
is the one that
Balthazar?
informed you that the wall had been breached, but it was unknown as to how far it went.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so the closest location is Oscar.
Mhm.
It sounds like where the necromancy staff might be would be a little bit further away.
Yeah.
We have the ability to travel quickly to one location right now, and we know that if we collect a staff, we have an easier time of getting Baltus involved for whatever next step we choose. We were told to assist in the war effort when we're able, but that our primary focus was getting these staffs because the staffs will put them in a position where they can bring the war to an end anyway.
Good point.
So we have if we go to Oscar now, we don't have a guarantee that we're going to be able to get to the burial grounds quickly.
That's a good point.
But if we can get to the burial grounds quickly and we can get Baltus involved, we can kind of put a little pressure on the wizard to be like, hey, we don't have a lead on anything else right now. We'd like to go pursue this. Help us, how can you help us get there?
I wonder
Not that he will, but just, it's a direction.
So we are being transported wherever we go by the court wizard.
Yes.
So possibly the king of the dwarves might also have court wizards that could help us in a similar.
Well, here's my other concern. The other concern Dane would have is that we were told if we find information on a staff to go after it.
Yep.
And this is going to be me being a bullheaded, stubborn-ass dwarf in this moment, but it's the character, so this is kind of the thought process Dane has. We were told if we have a lead on a staff, we need to take that opportunity and get it. We were told if we have an opportunity to help with the war, we should also do that. The other issue is, I believe we actually lost the opportunity to get one of the staffs because Balthazar beat us to it. So we know that they're going after him too. And if we don't get to it first, we may not get the chance. No matter how quickly we can get from A to B, we may not get another chance to collect the staff. And if it ends up in Balthazar's hands, that's more detrimental to the cause than if we can get to it first.
Right.
You make a strong point, Dane.
Yep.
This is why Dane is in charge.
I'm not making the decision. This is the
No, I know, but this is why you're the speaker and the person we said that.
right. But this is the stubborn ass bullheaded dwarf who would much rather go be among his people, answering the call to duty and call to action that we were given. That was the most important. Yes, I want to help with the war effort. It's in every grain of my being as a soldier and as a leader to handle business I'm familiar with. But I was told by somebody who I consider a superior and somebody who I consider that's asking me to complete a task and complete a mission that the staffs take precedence. And I already have seen Balthazar take one of these things before we had an opportunity to get it. So I don't want that to happen again.
All right. Do we want to take a vote?
I don't even know if we need a vote at this point. I think it's the staff.
All in favor of the burial ground? Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Burial ground it is.
Grandius, can you turn undead yet?
I'm not the light cleric. Light cleric. I'm the life. I'm the.
Those
light
are
cleric,
not
the light
words.
cleric.
Surely all clerics can do this.
I'm pretty sure turn undead is something every cleric can do.
It's a spell, not an ability.
Well, no, there's something to do with cleric. I don't have some of my paperwork in front of me, and I don't have the book. But there's one of the cleric abilities at level 3.
The divine whatever, right?
Yeah, they're divine something or other.
Oh, okay.
Channel divinity.
Channel divinity. I believe channel divinity has something to do with turn undead that every cleric, because I know that I play with a war cleric, and he had turn undead as one of his abilities as well.
Oop, I dropped something.
As soon as I get a prescription. As soon as I get a subscription, everybody will have access to my D&D Beyond stuff. I just still have to come up with the $60. It's not an easy task.
Yeah, no, it's understandable.
Sorry, if you were
I have the book, and it does say that at second level, you get turn on.
Right, that's just a
Fifth level
cleric
spell.
thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be in the beginning of the chapter for cleric under level 2 enhancements of what the cleric.
That's in the divine domain.
Yeah,
Oh.
but the divine domains cover. Oh, no, that's the domain of the god that you follow. So there are subdomains underneath divine domain.
So we're
Knowledge,
doing
life,
is
etc.
it's divine domain, and then you get turn undead, and then you get another one.
Yeah, as a result of the domain of the god you've chosen.
Okay.
Like I said, had no clue how it works. Just know that you get it as a cleric. It's a thing. I think it's like the paladin spells that you get that don't count against your prepared spell list.
Turn undead really doesn't look that good. I mean,
So-
I have it.
Turn
So what was
undead
this-
is good because it's a path to destroy undead.
It basically allows you to have some semblance of control over the undead if we end up fighting them. We're going to burial grounds, so that's going to be something we're definitely going to want to have. Even if it doesn't seem that strong, you'll probably be impressed with what it does if you use it.
Well, if I level one more time, I get to kill a bunch of dead guys for free.
That which is also awesome.
So, which staff was this that we lost to Balthazar?
I am not certain which one. I just know that when we showed up where the staff was, he already had it and disappeared. Or we handed it to the wrong person, who ended up being Balthazar in disguise, and then they took off.
I thought we lost the top half of the broken staff of seeing to him.
The top half is the important half, and yes, that was the one.
Yep.
Right.
Baltus, the good guy, has the bottom half. Balthazar has the top.
Right, because he had a fit
Right.
about it.
And that's unfortunately the one that caused Balthazar to lose his mind anyway.
Of course it did.
And so far, have we recovered only one staff, the staff of water?
Yep.
Okay. So we're a bit behind on that. So I say,
Technically, they have one, you have one that you know of.
right, because we find a location where the staff was supposed to be, and there was almost like some kind of indication, like, haha, too late, sorry, and better luck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let's go kill some skeletons.
That's the one that pisses Dane off. All right, so yeah. Before we leave, I would like to go to a shop and look for something.
Should we get new horses too? Since we lost them again.
Perhaps we could acquire them in the dwarven. Oh no, I suppose we'll need them since we're not going there. Yeah, let's get new horses. Maybe they can lend us. Hopefully, we stabled them outside of the city.
We didn't have any.
Yeah, we did. We stole some.
Right, but we left them behind when we teleported.
I know. That's why I'm saying. Hopefully, we stabled them outside of the city.
I don't remember.
Tony, what would the cost of a +1? I want to say Warhammer, because that's D8, D10 as well, right?
Yeah, give me a second.
Not magical, just +1.
How much money do I got?
So, mastery work.
Yeah, I think so, because I've got a longsword and a battle axe of similar fashion.
Why is it so quiet?
Because Tony's looking at something.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are an
Mastery
hour
work,
in.
Weapon.
I wouldn't really say an hour. We started late.
Yeah.
You said battle axe?
No, a Warhammer. The whatever hammer has the 1d8 or 1d10 versatile quality.
Let's see. A regular one is 15 gold, so I'd say a mastery work, double that, 30.
That's it? How much for one that's got +1 magical?
That's going to be upwards of 100.
Do it, Dane. Do it.
If it's 100 gold for a +1 magical Warhammer, yeah. How much for the +1 non-magical longsword I'm carrying? Would I be able to get back, like, for a trade?
It's worth 100. You're probably going to get, depending on where you go, anywhere between 25 and 75, depending on where you go.
So the longsword's not magical.
Right. But is it a +1?
It is.
Then it's a mastery work.
Yep. So the vendor that's selling me the Warhammer, the +1 magical Warhammer for 100 gold, how much would he give me for the +1 non-magical longsword?
Where it's non-magical, he'd give you 50.
So I'm gonna give him 50 gold in my longsword and walk out with a magical +1 warhammer.
That works.
Nice.
I would recommend anyone that has a little bit of money buy a bludgeoning weapon they can use, just in case we do come across.
Both my weapons are bludgeoning, and one of them is also piercing.
My quarterstaff does bludgeoning.
Although I don't have any magical properties on my
Can I just
unless you count the rune that I inscribed on the warhammer.
Can I just like hit him with the hilt of my rapier?
You can put him to sleep. I don't know if that works on skeletons.
Doesn't work on
It
undead.
doesn't.
Oh, damn it.
I think I'm more of a ranged person. I don't want to get close enough to hit him anyway, so I'm not gonna worry.
Buy blunt arrows.
Blunt arrows.
See if there's a blunted arrow. Is that a thing in D&D?
Blunt arrows, yes.
Really?
Sarah, how much do you want? I will buy some for you.
Oh, I got money. I can buy them myself. How much are they?
Basically, it's an arrow that has a blunted tip, and usually some sort of ball or buffer on it. It's normally meant for practice, but it might work against skeletons. I mean, they're...
They take bludgeoning damage.
How much?
Hell, I can see those things being useful for trying to knock out someone with an arrow from a ranged attack.
Instead of kill him.
Hit him in the back of the head with it.
You can get 20 of them for 1 gold.
Okay.
Make sure and keep your eye on your ammo.
I will actually buy another 20 of regular ones as 2. So is that 1 gold as well?
20 arrows, regular arrows?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, so I'll subtract 2 gold.
Hey, Tony. I have a quick question. How much was a pistol again?
$250 gold.
Yikes. Because I know Grandius has the book on how to use firearms. That he so wonderfully traded a sovereign hat for.
Tony, is there anything better I can get that I can use for a melee weapon? Right now I have a rapier that has +5 on it.
Ooh, +5 rapier. Holy hell.
You have a +5 rapier?
That's what it says.
You should.
Is that with your bonuses, or is that the weapon itself?
That's with bonuses. There's no way you have a +5 rapier.
Yeah.
I was gonna...
It's 1d8. Wait, hold on. My eyesight is going to shit. I can't tell if that says +5 or +3. It looks like it says +5 in the attack spot, but the damage type says 1d8 +3, I think. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, +5 is all of your bonuses added together.
Okay, so the +3 is what's on the rapier then.
I don't think it would be a +3.
I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't know.
It's probably your dex. Do you have +3 to, like, what's the number on your...
I do. It's 3. I don't know why it says +5 in the attack and then +3.
Because you get +2 from your proficiency.
Okay. So is there anything I can get that's better to replace that? I don't use it very often, but...
Yeah, I don't normally see you use a melee weapon, but maybe having something that's not just a rapier would do better.
Right.
I have to go clean a bowl. I'll be right back.
I gotta look and see what I'm.
That could mean something very different depending on the social circle that you're involved in.
I honestly, that's where my
Right?
mind went when he first said that. It's like, jeez,
It's like
I think-
this could take a while. Oh wait, he probably means soap and water. I think he was eating.
Glad I'm not the
Yeah,
only
because
one
I don't
whose
need
head
him to
went
see
there.
that. I don't need him to clean that type of bowl yet. I don't know how he would react to that.
The toilet bowl? I mean, it takes like maybe 5-10 minutes, but
Yeah,
I call it.
Never
that's
mind.
what you were thinking, Dane. Yep.
I call
that
it.
Totally wasn't what
I'll
I
be
was
honest.
thinking.
I'm so
afterwards.
bad at cleaning my toilet that I call it shaving my toilet.
Ew. That's gross. Trying to find.
And 1092, I've never had to clean the other type of bowl because I don't do. But that was what I was referencing.
Oh man.
So, whoops.
You're not supposed to put an engine on the front.
All right, so I'm proficient.
No, I'm not playing Space Engineers. I accidentally added a song 3 times.
I'm proficient in long sword, short bow, longbow for my elven class. And then
As a bard, you're
a
proficient, I
race.
believe, in simple weapons and then a few other ones.
Let's see.
And I think a club hits at a D6 or a D4. I wouldn't worry too, Zyra. I would say the melee fighters would be more concerned with having a bludgeoning weapon in the event of going up against undead than the spellcasters. And
I was just looking for something in case they surrounded me or something, and I had to pull out a melee weapon.
There's a thunder spell that you get as a bard that's great. I think it might even be it's either a cantrip or a level 1.
I might already have it. Hold on.
Shatter's pretty awesome against skeletons too.
I do not have it.
But we may not be facing skeletons. I just wanted a just-in-case weapon that was a little better than what I already have.
I probably won't find a better bow than what I have, huh? My bow is pretty awesome.
And the only reason I wanted a bludgeoning weapon is because if it deals double damage against skeleton.
Alright.
Well, we could be facing zombies or nothing.
Or nothing. How do you fight nothing?
Just remind me if the not back.
Hmm?
You don't remember, do you?
No, you cut
What was
up.
that?
I said if there's an ogre zombie, remind me not to jump on its back again.
Sorry, Control is the push to talk, but it's also Control C for copying.
Alright, so we just need to acquire horses and another wagon, I'm guessing. Or can we teleport with that stuff?
Well, here's the question. Are they going to teleport us straight to the boneyard or to a town nearby?
That is a good question.
Hey, Tony, out of curiosity.
Yo.
Is it possible? What's the likelihood that for that same price, the Warhammer I bought would be a Maul type Warhammer made completely of wood?
A wooden
Plus
Warhammer.
1 magical Warhammer.
A maul costs less.
Oh, because a Maul is actually a specific type of weapon. That's right.
So I was
Never mind. Forget I asked that.
and
Forget I asked that.
Maul, so I looked it up, and all I'm getting is just Darth Maul.
It's a two-handed bludgeoning large hammer thing.
It's basically like it's basically the Maul is like a sledgehammer.
That's exactly
see.
Right.
I found it now after searching through a lot of Darth Maul.
my character Morthos used a hammer as a paladin, a warhammer, but his warhammer looked like a maul. Like that was the structure of it.
I
That was
see. Now that makes more sense than a person that is just red and black and has a two
Next time,
lights.
put weapon before you put in the name.
Oh, come on. Can you imagine using a Darth Maul as an attack?
It would give you lots of pictures of his lightsaber.
I use Darth Maul as an attack. Your Darth Maul is split in two.
What are we doing, folks?
We need to know if we can teleport with horse and buggies or not.
Or at least where we're teleporting to.
That's
Like,
up
are
to
we
you
got-
guys.
Like, can we be teleported straight to the boneyard? Or does it need to be a
The
nearby
gates
city?
thereof, yes.
Okay.
I feel like that would be better instead of buying horses just yet.
Okay. So wait on the horses.
I think that would be a smarter move.
Okay.
Wait on the horses, get teleported straight to the gates
Okay.
of hell.
Anybody
mean,
need
the
anything
boneyard.
else?
I want to grab a couple healing potions because I know I'm gonna need them.
Me too.
Probably, maybe. I don't know.
What kind?
Crap.
Trying to find the ones I have so I know.
I forgot what each one does.
Potion of healing, just a standard potion of healing.
Healing, greater, superior, supreme.
How much do they do?
2d4 plus 2 is the regular. 4d4 plus 4 is the greater. Superior is 8d4 plus 8. Supreme is 10d4 plus 20, but they are supendi.
Alright, what are the first two for cost?
The first one is 50, and I believe the second one is 100. Let me look.
What, gold?
Yeah. They're not,
Ouch.
they're not cheap.
I can imagine. I can see that.
That's why I've been
Um,
trying to learn alchemy so I can make them.
Hey, ouch.
Okay, so yeah, it's under rarity here, so hang on.
Okay.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, so it is 50 for a common, 100 for
Greater.
an uncommon. Hang on. 50 for a common, 100 for an uncommon. Greater healing potion is 100. Superior healing potion is 500.
Okay.
And a supreme, very rare, 5,000.
Alright, I'm gonna buy 2 of the greater and 1 of the common. So I'm subtracting 250 gold.
I would like to grab 2 of the common ones.
That'll be 100.
I'm good.
Did I ever grab Tony?
we-
When I ended up getting the steel armor from the chest from the destroyed city, did it have my mask that I commissioned or no?
You never retrieved your armor, did you?
Yes, I did. They had it in a box, and
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
after Balthus came and just yelled at us, I got my stuff. I just what was at the
I don't
thing.
know. Roll a d20 and add your hopes and dreams.
Add your hopes and dreams.
Does that count as +2 for I hope?
Can't say that with me. I still have hopes and dreams.
I really, really hope. I don't know what the plus. I just added a +2. It's with 18.
Then yes.
Yay!
You added a reasonable plus.
Poke stain. Hey, look.
Aye, that's beautiful.
What was I gonna ask?
Months afterwards, 1092 suddenly remembers, oh, that's right.
I
found
had a
my-
thing. It's like weeks later. Wait, I forgot. Shovel in the bag. I have a thing.
Oh crap! I completely forgot what I was just gonna ask.
Did we grab the pistol?
No, you want a pistol?
You said you were grabbing me one.
Oh boy.
Throw 150 in, and I'll throw 150 in, and it's 300, and see what we get.
Oh, now I remember what I was gonna ask.
If this is acceptable by Tony.
You're going to offer 300 for it?
Yes.
He takes the 300. You have a pistol.
Nice.
You just got cheated out of $50, though.
Yeah, you do realize the pistol was 125, right?
250.
250.
125. You paid 300. You were cheated out of 50 gold. And
I didn't mean to say 125. I meant to. You know I'm terrible with saying things.
Everything costs 10 gold, 92 silver to you.
Golden 92 silver.
To speed of things up.
Do we have to restock our rations and stuff? We haven't done that in a while.
Did it come with ammo?
Yeah, you got 10 shots.
Oh boy.
Good.
Yeah, you got 100. You got 100. Sorry. 20 shots like arrows.
You better read that book first.
20 shots.
I'm planning on it.
20
Charlie,
shots.
go find something to do that isn't licking my feet.
Hey Tony,
Alright,
what do you use for a webcam, really quick?
What do I use for a webcam?
Yeah.
I use a Logitech plug and play round thingy.
Just curious. I'm getting a new mic and webcam.
Oh, you don't want the one I have. You want the better ones that we have that we can't find. They're HD 1080p, mega awesome.
That's exactly what I'm looking at right now. They're only like less than $30.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Awesome. That's all I needed.
Are we ready?
Yep, go for
Why
it.
do I have missing health?
Because I took you off of a different map.
Okay, permission to fix that.
Everybody can fix their place back up to hub.
Where the heck are we? I don't even... Oh, there we are, way down in the bottom corner. Okay, I'll fix Devin since I still have access to his.
Oh yeah, my armor class went. Wait, I was at an 8. What was that? I was at an 18 before. What did the steel do? Why did I not edit this? What did the steel bring it up to 20 or 19? I forget.
I thought you were at 20.
Then he's at 20.
I think some of my stuff got screwed up with between movements. Oh, that's an armored skeleton as we appear at the.
Awesome. I'm ready to fight.
There we go.
I was actually, before I started seeing skeletons, was going to tell Tony that I would be appearing with my new warhammer and shield in play,
He is ready
rather
to
than
go.
Delilah for this rendition.
Oh, poor Delilah.
I figured.
Put back. I'm probably not going to even.
What?
Because it's a hell of a lot easier to throw a shield and a weapon down and draw your other one than it is to put a shield on.
Well, apparently their gates are guarded.
Well, yeah.
There's also a very nice, dead area. I thought it was going to be ashy, volcanic, and big bones and piles everywhere for some strange reason.
Yeah, me too.
Not what I had in mind, but I'll take it.
Me either. Ugh, now I gotta get a new headset if I'm getting a new mic.
There's a skeleton right in front of us.
What can you see?
Just a skeleton. And the-
I can see the graveyard.
Yeah, we can see the entire graveyard, but we
But
can only see the skeleton.
Enemy, we can only see one skeleton.
Right, you're supposed to, but what
permission-
can you see on that skeleton?
Just
Alright.
a health bar.
Yeah.
No numbers?
Folk,
Nope.
No numbers.
hey folks,
Yeah.
can I get 2 to 5 minutes?
Okay.
Ah, more
I'll
skeletons.
be right back.
You know how hard it is to find a headset on Amazon that doesn't have a mic attached to it?
They're popping out of the ground like daisies.
I don't.
No.
Tony,
Good undead, they're pushing up daisies.
hey Tony, is there a certain kind of headset I would look for that doesn't have a mic attached? Is there like a name for it?
Headphones.
Ah.
You don't want to put in headset. If you put in headset, you're going to get a mic.
Should I put gaming headphones?
Probably. Most of those come with a mic, though.
Do they? Oh.
Yeah, most gaming headsets come with them. Or gaming microphone headphones come with
Yeah.
a microphone.
Because if I'm getting a new mic, I don't need the mic attached to my headphones. Because these ones kill my ears. Like, I can only wear them for like 30 minutes before my ears start to hurt. I have very sensitive earlobes, and if they're pushed down, they hurt really bad. I need a pair of headphones.
So you want to get the sound reduction ones that shroud your ears.
Well, that's what these ones are supposed to be, but apparently I've got big freaking ears.
Oh boy. Ugh. Crack.
My headphones are going to cost
So we
more
will
than
wait
my
until
mic.
Dane returns and then continue.
And kill everything in sight. Unless these guys aren't going to
These ones are
kill us
Bluetooth
first.
compatible. Ooh, I found teal ones. I don't know if I trust headphones that are only $15 though. Jesus, those are expensive. Let's filter.
What do you think the chances of us not having to fight these skeletons are?
Practically 0.
Yeah.
We get teleported. 1092 sees skeletons, puts on his mask, helmet thing.
Now I'm getting ones with freaking microphones again.
Grr, I'm scary.
Yay. So, how was everyone's Christmas?
Has it been that long since we played?
No.
Oh, it's like, Jesus. It was Christmassy.
It should be how was everyone's Super Bowl, but
I didn't watch it.
yep, welcome to my world.
Apparently one team won and the other team lost, and there was a halftime show.
And the halftime show is getting more publicity than the game.
Well, yeah, the Patriots weren't winning it.
Wait a minute. Did you say publicity?
Mm-hmm.
Because it sounded like you said that the halftime game got more pussy than the game.
No, I did not say pussy.
It probably did,
but at the
considering there was a
same-
female.
At the same time, that's
Have
accurate
you
too.
seen how many people were complaining about her suit?
There were a lot of people
complaining about it.
There were a lot of
So,
people.
that might work.
There were a lot of people complaining that there wasn't a wardrobe malfunction.
That is also true.
My dad was like, I love the halftime show. I'm like, yeah, you would, Dad.
But it still got a lot more than the actual game.
Yep.
I mean, they came. All I remember is I swear they came back with a hell of a game.
I don't know. It wasn't the
somebody was
Patriots. I
gonna
don't care.
win,
Oh,
and
here
then
we go.
somebody decided, hey, let's play better, and then they won.
I don't care. Wasn't the Pats.
Nope, same.
I wouldn't care if it was the Pats.
The only reason I care if it's the Pats because we would get snack deals over here, but no snack deals now. The Patriots are in a Super Bowl. We don't get amazing deals at the grocery store.
Hmm. They have DJ headphones. Those might be good.
I should go yard sailing.
Hey, you should get me a set of those too for my birthday.
Little out of season.
No, he doesn't mean going shopping. He means go yard sailing.
Yeah, like out of season. Oh, got it.
Because I've heard that sometimes people are really stupid and don't remember how expensive their cards are, and they're just like, hey, 25 a piece, and then you find a lion's eye diamond. True story, by the way. My friend found a lion's eye diamond through just somebody at yard sailing found for 25 cents, $250 card.
Wow.
What's a lion's eye diamond?
It's a magic card.
Right, but what does it do?
It's just worse Black Lotus, but because it's worse Black Lotus, it's still insanely powerful.
Of course.
Ooh, foldable. I like foldable. I'm like picky about my color though. Why can't I find teal anywhere?
Considering you can get a hand in like 2 seconds, discarding your hand is nowhere near as bad as getting 3 mana.
Mm. My headphones are gonna cost more than anything else that I've gotten.
Does anybody know where Dane went?
I'm gonna guess to let the dog
All
out.
he said was 3 to 5 minutes.
Maybe he has to poop.
Well, he is a dwarf. Maybe it's a really, really big shit.
Ooh. Ah, why are they so freaking expensive? I don't want to pay $70 for a headset. Ooh, those are every time I find a pair I like, they're like $90. Oh my god.
So we're pushing the wizard into the skeletons first.
I'll go first.
I kind of like that idea.
Me too. Meat shield.
I mean, if anybody's a meat shield, it would be Dane.
He'll probably run in first
and
anyway.
1090. For some reason, Cleric is a very good meat shield.
Because they can heal himself?
A, they can heal themselves, and B, they just have a lot of proficiencies with like heavy. They have proficiency in a shield, and they have proficiency in heavy armor. They just have a lot of stuff that makes them very strong.
Oh, figures I found a pair. Oh, they can be wireless or wired.
While Dane takes a dump, can Vaughn use?
We'll have to ask him what he's doing when he comes back. Just so we can know the mysteries of what Dane does.
I don't want to know.
We need to know what Dane do.
I'm pretty sure even if it is the worst that we're thinking of, it's not going to be graphic when he tells it.
Hey Tony, if I got a headset that has a built-in mic, but like it's not like a mic that sticks out like mine. It's like you can't see it. You think that would work if I just deactivated the mic and didn't use it?
I don't see why just deactivating the mic wouldn't work.
I found one that's 27. I can have wireless or wired. Has built-in Bluetooth. It has a mic built in, but you can't see it. And it comes in teal. Over the ear. It's foldable. I just need to know if it comes with the wires or not. I'm just afraid if I plug it in, it's going to be like the headset I have right now, where it's going to automatically use the mic. Ever heard of the brand Power Locus?
No.
That's the name of the brand. They're pretty cool looking. My only concern is it says over the ear, but the part that goes over your ear doesn't look any bigger than the ones I have right now, and these are not over the ear, they're on the ear, and I don't want to spend the money if I'm just going to have the same issue.
I'm back. Sorry.
Hey, let me guess, a dump.
No, actually, it was. I went downstairs to swap my laundry over and see if my kids came home yet, and then they showed up as I was.
We thought you were taking a dump.
No, I was discussing when we're gonna file my daughter's taxes, who's 18 now. I was discussing what we're gonna do about my other daughter's knee injury is regarding phys ed tomorrow. So stressful. I'll be filing taxes
Realized that I also
tomorrow.
have to do those.
I'm waiting very patiently for mine to come back. They're taking a while, but
I'm in no rush to get my taxes back because we're going to Florida for another cheer comp this year.
oh, fun.
So it can sit and wait as long as it comes in before May. That's all I care about.
I would think it would come
All right.
before that.
I'm going to have to put away my grapes and get off push to talk because I have some talking to do.
So are we going right into initiative or
Looks like it.
Hold on.
are we going to attempt to schmooze some skeletons?
No, I don't see
Schmooze?
why we would.
Why would we schmooze
Absolutely.
skeletons?
Okay, as you approach, I got off push to talk and still press control. As you approach, you notice that at the gate there are some skellies. They seem to be guarding the place. There's 2 inside the gate and 2 at the gate.
That's my favorite place to be near a gate. Is the
Right. They don't seem to be doing anything. They're not advancing. They're not retreating. They're not setting off an alarm. They're just there. Even though they don't have eyes, their eye sockets are trained on you, though.
So they're not attacking, but they are watching.
Do they follow us if we
What's up?
if we move? Do their heads turn to follow?
If the whole group does, yes. If one moves too far, yes.
What happens if Dane steps forward and intentionally misses the skeleton but swings at?
He's gonna start a fight right off the back.
They these two step up.
So they move once they have a perceived threat.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would have stepped forward, swung at the one directly in front of me, but intentionally missing, and then stepped back.
Okay.
They move up to a defensive position, but they don't make any other moves.
All right.
You hear in your minds, all of you, if you strike, you will die. Remember, I have an entire graveyard. All you have is you. These four are not the only ones here.
Do we recognize the voice?
You don't.
Who is this that has an entire graveyard at their disposal?
If you have questions, then enter the mausoleum.
We request permission to peacefully enter the mausoleum.
Says the person who swung a skeleton.
They part.
All right, I keep my body position in weapon at the ready as I pass them, just in case. And I will proceed forward toward the mausoleum.
Okay.
I'll stop there for now and let the rest of the group catch up.
How
Actually-
far?
I'll take up the rear.
And Riccardo just runs up to the mausoleum like he doesn't care.
I'm just putting him in a wherever.
Mausoleum's in the center.
Yeah. And as I forgot to find an interior for it, I'm just going to bring up an old map of some kind. Oh, this works. This works perfectly.
Are we going to the tavern?
Please, yes.
Universal Tavern.
Everybody goes to the tavern.
Somehow, Rocalo is already at the bar.
Ordering a drink.
I found the perfect map. I don't know if you guys have seen this one before. You might have.
I think I finally found a pair of headphones.
let's-
Whoop, whoop.
Is everybody going in?
Yep.
This is just for ease of copy and paste.
All right. Ooh.
Whoa.
I like. Did you make the map, or do you like get them off of
I haven't seen this one before.
Roll20?
I've got them offline.
They're so pretty.
I haven't seen this one before. This one's actually creepy.
I like it.
All right, so from what we can tell, doesn't appear to be anyone or anything.
That's a big ass skeleton.
Oh boy.
All I'm seeing right now is black, and I refreshed the.
That's a big thing.
Does who said I'm seeing all black? Was that Vic?
That was Victor.
Yeah.
You're what type of druid? What's the race?
What was that?
What's the race of your character?
Half elf.
Half elves. Do they have dark
yeah,
vision?
they do.
Yep.
So you should have the similar sight to well, everyone but Ricalo.
Oh, is this map? Is this map
I've got black areas, shaded areas that I'm
dynamic
seeing.
lighting is enabled? Okay, I'm taking dynamic lighting off.
Surely Ricalo also has dark vision.
Does
Yes,
that
he
help?
He has superior dark vision, actually.
Can you guys see everything now?
Yep,
I
I can.
mean, I'm still seeing black squares and stuff.
I think
Oh, now it's moving with the.
it's moving.
Yeah, now
with
it's
the-
moving with the camera.
I think they were supposed to be pillars. I'm assuming,
Oh,
but
okay.
now they're moving when I scroll.
Give me a second. I have to turn dynamic lighting back on because of the type of map this is. Give me 2 seconds.
Mine was working perfectly fine.
I have to put some lighting in here.
Torches,
Let there be light.
campfires, the sun.
Give me 2 seconds
Okay.
to position these guards.
I don't think Devin's gonna be
Yeah,
happy.
it's a
but
big
I have
skeleton.
ordered
And
stuff.
let me get a bunch of light sources.
I'm excited.
And
Where's the suns?
Bring on the sun.
Bring on the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Now I'm excited. Hopefully this stuff will come before our next game night because I've got a new webcam, a new mic, and a new headset coming for streaming. So excited.
well, let's see. Advanced. All players see light, emits light.
So, hey Dane, what do you think our chances are?
Did that thing help?
Well, I would personally rather fight things in a mausoleum than in a graveyard.
True.
I know, I'm just saying, what do you think our chances are?
Hopefully we don't have to fight because we might be screwed. It looks
Are you
good
guys
to
able
me.
to see better now?
I'm
Yeah,
good,
Yes.
a
Tony.
little bit.
It's getting better as you make
on, I wanna-
adjustments.
Okay, yeah, I'm just moving my token around because I gotta see if I can see over there now. Yep, it's just the view. Why can't I move back? There we go.
We are.
The grid is a little fucked up.
Oh.
Well, it's not quite getting rid of all the.
No, because it's view. If you move over here, you can your shadows will move
The
based on your
shadows
vision.
change.
Okay,
Oh, I
and they
see.
should, right?
Yeah, the dynamic lighting is a wonderful tool.
That's cool.
And what
Mine
it
is
does-
still all.
Yours is still weird.
Hang
It's
on.
just one big black box.
That's weird.
Let me find you.
Oh my gosh, so funny. At first glance, if you look at like the platform thing where the big
How
sky
now?
Oh,
is,
now I see it. Yep.
those
Yeah,
two.
you were blind.
Oh,
Weird. Why?
You didn't open your eyes.
Your character icon did not have has sight
that's funny.
highlighted.
Amazing.
So are we good now? Can we see most of it?
Mm-hmm.
I can see pretty
Yeah.
much everything.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can see things now.
So the dynamic lighting kind of improves line of sight with obstacles.
It really does. Because if you move your
Okay.
character, the shadow on these pillars will move relative to where you are.
It's so neat.
Or relative to where the light source is.
So
That's tight.
just out of curiosity, I would give hand gestures to the group that we would have pre-established as we've been traveling as companions, or have a look on my face to try and decide if you guys want me to do the talking or if somebody else wants to attempt to do the talking.
I nudge you forward.
Wait, 1092 just pushes Dane forward.
So, just so we're clear, as you guys are implicating me as the speaker, I give you a look like William Wallace from Braveheart
Oh Jesus
that says,
Christ.
"I'm about to pick a fight."
Oh boy.
Ah.
Here we go.
I was about to ask. Like, I was about to ask. Like, what are our chances are there?
So what's doing what here?
Go, Dane.
All right. We're here. We're being peaceful. What information can we get from you? Or what information do you need from us?
Approach, it says.
Oh god.
How close are we allowed to get to you before you feel threatened?
There is no way I could feel threatened here. Now, mind you, this is a colossal skeleton.
I'm very scared right
Like
now.
as in the size category? Is that a category of size?
Yes.
We have not taken on
I just
anything
don't know how
this
to
big.
spell it.
I'm saying on this.
Hold
side
on.
of
I am
the-
actually going to stop there. That's where I would have gone to.
Ugh. I mean, I guess he's smaller than the sea creature thing we took on, right?
We're just gonna leave Ricolo back there.
I'll move him.
If you don't fear us, what do you fear?
No.
I don't think he's gonna answer that.
And what gives you this self-entitled vote of confidence?
Give me a second and I'll tell you. Well, considering the colossal skeleton stands at about 60 feet in height, when he stands up after you say that, because he's sitting down on a throne right now. And he steps down to here. And he says, "So you think my lack of fear needs to be explained?" Again, you hear this all in your heads.
I think one who thinks size is all that matters with a dwarf in a room probably should think otherwise.
I think the dwarf in the room should realize where he is.
What were you before?
I was nothing.
Oh,
I have always been as I am.
what allowed you to come to be?
The gods.
How long have you existed?
Longer than your species.
Yet you hide here in a graveyard in a mausoleum.
I dwell here. I hide nowhere. I need not leave. I have everything I need right here. Besides, when you're as old as I am, nothing surprises you. I have seen everything I need to see outside these walls. Now, to give you guys a bit of lore, everything that died during the First War, millennia ago, was buried here.
Oh shit! So possibly dragons.
Anything. Whether it died as a result of the war, natural causes, whatever. If it was found, if it was killed for food, Everything that died during that war was buried here.
Dane, I don't think a fight would be the smartest idea.
It's also been used more recently by Raven Queen worshippers.
We come here seeking an artifact that is supposed to be located either here or nearby.
He says, "Oh, I know." And then he goes up and he sits down. Nobody comes here unless they are seeking this artifact.
Alright, what
Except
do we
for the
have?
Mad Wizard. He shows up quite often. He
What do we have?
amuses me.
What do we have to do to prove we should be allowed to leave with it?
Well, and he raises a hand, and you see I don't know if you saw before, but there's a door there
Where's there?
and a door there.
Uh,
Left or right of you.
okay, I see.
Will you go to my left or to my right? One is the correct choice.
Ugh.
The other is not.
So we're gambling.
Alright, so what happens if we choose the wrong way first?
Your quarry goes to your enemy.
Surely it's not that simple as just choosing a door
It is.
with no riddle, no clue.
Not a thing. Perhaps. There might be something around the mausoleum. I don't know. I usually just sit here or wander about the yard.
Would we be permitted to inspect the mausoleum?
Welcome to a skill challenge, folks. You must get 4
Is it-
successes.
Is it group or it's group or
Group.
individual?
Okay.
Each one of you, or not each one of you, but you need 4 successes. So what this means is you look at your skills, and if you can come up with a viable use to the skill you choose, I will let you roll it. Some of them, if you try to, say, bluff a wall, so you come up with a really funny or really inventive way to bluff the wall, I'm going to let you roll it. It's going to be a higher difficulty than a regular, more normal roll would be. However, each of you has to use a different skill. You all can't use investigate.
Okay.
There
I'm thinking
are.
here.
There is the colossal skeleton. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 regular skeletons. There's a rug. Everything you see in here is actually here, including the little circle behind the colossal skeleton.
Is there
If you-
anything we are not allowed to do or should refrain from doing?
Don't break anything.
Fair enough.
You're a dwarf, so I understand. No promises.
Alright, you said others have come before looking for the staff. Obviously, they were unsuccessful.
Years and years and years of seekers. Some get it, some don't. Over the millennia since the war, many have found it, used it, died somehow, and it comes back to me.
In death, they return it?
Is it always in the same room or does it get moved from time to time?
Well, considering one room is always wrong and one room is always right, it moves.
So what you're saying is if we had prior knowledge of somebody getting the staff that had entered the room to the right does not mean it might be in the room to the right this time.
Probably not. But
And
that
if
doesn't mean it's in the room to the left either.
And that also means that if the staff is always in the room to the right, that could be your right or my right. Is that correct?
I specifically said my. Will you go to my right or my left? Facing the door.
Okay.
So, reverse what you're seeing.
No, I know. I'm just trying
Stage
to.
left or stage right?
I'm trying to be clever.
Right.
Is there anything others that have been successful have been able to use as clues as to which room to enter?
Some flip coins. Some simply make an arbitrary choice. Others look around. I am told this room does have the answer.
Start looking.
Hold on a minute, guys.
Wow, that can echoed.
What is this thing?
I think it's a statue.
That is a worshipping statue with
Okay.
black and purple trappings.
Black and purple trapping.
Yes, and feathers.
Yeah.
Dark feathers.
Sounds like the Raven Queen.
A warrior statue. Featureless in the head. In other words, no ears, no specific eye shape. In other words, you don't know what race it is. It's also featureless as to whether or not it be male or female. It is a warrior. It is a soldier. It has rank insignia.
Would I identify the rank?
Long ago.
Do I recognize the rank?
You'd have to make some sort of check. You have to tell me what you're going to do, and you have to convince me that it's the right one.
Okay. So what if I'm just trying to figure out what the rank is, but I don't think it has anything to do with getting through the door?
Normally, if you're just trying to figure out a rank on something like a statue like this, see, it defeats the purpose if I tell you what to roll.
So, I mean, I would say, like, if I'm trying to figure out a rank. Sorry, I let go of the button. If I was trying to figure out a rank from a long time ago, that would probably be a history check.
Yep.
Which I know I lack proficiency in, so I don't know if you would give me advantage being military or not, but I mean, I would go history check. But I suppose if I could identify what rank it was, and I knew enough about the rank, I might actually find that there could be something wrong about it, which might allude to the clue to which door is correct.
Okay. So you would roll, being military, you would roll with advantage a history check.
Okay. Probably not gonna roll on anything else, and I feel uncomfortable doing this. But since it's with advantage, I'm
Can he get assistance?
No.
He already
no,
has
because
advantage anyway.
it's already with advantage.
Got it.
Everybody, cross your fingers.
Do it, Dane.
Ah.
Well, never mind.
Okay. Give me 10 seconds.
He has no freaking idea.
So how metagaming are we allowed to? Like,
You're
I
not.
assume. Yeah, right. We're not supposed to
Right.
talk specifically about.
Without saying as much, Dane just tried to.
Right.
But clever, very clever, by saying, if I don't think this pertains to the doors at all, what would I roll?
Well, I knew it would be a history check. I just wanted to make sure you and I were on the same page with that. But at the
Right.
same time, as I was thinking about it, I knew it was history. But then I was like, well, if it's gonna elude a clue to which door to go through, then I knew that it would have to be a history check, and maybe there's something about that rank insignia that would give maybe what it looks like, and then I would say, oh well, that points in this direction, but it shouldn't. So then that might say, okay, well that's this.
Right. Unfortunately, you don't know. And as a result, I really just need a stand-in. Whoops. Come on. Control by me. The statue comes to life.
Oh boy.
Do me a favor and roll initiative.
Oh god.
No idea.
Wow. Belch.
So not being able to identify the thing brought it to life.
It could have happened either way.
Are we allowed to? We can't. Can we assist one another in checks if we don't already?
No, because it's a the skill challenges like this, each individual in the group is trying to put together at the same time things that they can do to get through this.
Okay.
So it's individual checks for the whole group. So assisting really doesn't come into play here because you are assisting and trying to figure out some way for you to contribute.
I don't really have. I'm looking at my
When-
skills. I
when-
don't really
so-
have anything that would be good to.
When the statue comes to life, does the insignia and the rank stay the same or change?
It stays the same.
Does it seem hostile?
Yes, that's why you
You
rolled
just-
initiative.
You just had us roll initiative. I would go with a yes.
I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes we use turn order to determine how we're acting, even when we aren't in a fight. But okay.
Right.
I'm wondering if my 20-sided die rolls in D20 are gonna come back low every time, because
Do yourself a favor and roll it a couple of times, and if it does do that, roll a D100 or a D10,000.
all right, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna deselect myself and just roll initiative off the thing. That should take me out of turn order from doing this, but I just want to see what happens.
Right.
Is there a reason why that would?
Wow. The instant he
Nope.
does that, he gets his good rolls, and now bad rolls.
Nope, he's average.
Yeah, everything's coming out okay. All right, it's just a fluke thing.
Sometimes roll 20 will kind of fuck up on its averages. When it does that, you roll a D10,000 and it resets it. It's not something that they tell you.
A D10,000.
Yeah, just type in roll 1D10,000 colons and slashes and wherever code goes.
I want to see this.
I did it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I did a 1,000, not 10,000, but. Huh. I didn't know I could do that.
And
Yeah, it does something strange to the algorithm and resets it.
so,
Anyway.
looking closely at this thing, what does it appear to be? Statue?
Oh, wow, you could do that too.
It is still a statue.
What material does it appear to be made out of?
Metal.
Ooh.
Huh.
Okay.
Not steel. Bronze or copper.
Those are malleable metals.
I yell out as soon as it comes to life. I think this is what you meant by me being a dwarf would make you understand.
He looks dead. He's sitting there. His chin is on his chest. He's
Well,
looking
no,
at the ground.
I meant for the Colossus that told us not to break anything.
Oh, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. The Colossus looks dead.
Does
Like-
it seem as if perhaps the Colossus has gone into the statue?
No, and I'm going to say no because you see one bony finger tapping on the chair.
Okay.
Not really impatiently, just looks like fidgeting.
Someone needs to get this thing out of this.
Okay, so
Victor, it is your
Victor,
turn.
you're up.
Cool.
Zyra, I'm assuming you're rolling for Ricallo?
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Or playing Ricallo, that is?
Yep. Is it going to let me roll for him? It's only let me roll for myself.
No, you did roll for him. You got an 8.
I know, but is it under his or mine?
It was, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I'm going to change it back.
Okay.
Yep, it went through as an 8.
Okay. Didn't notice.
About how far away is the statue from me?
You can't see it. Each square is 5 feet.
Okay.
You should have a measuring tool over on your
Toolbar.
left-hand toolbar. I don't, but you should. I don't know why I don't.
You're not fancy enough?
It's 20 feet we can go, right? No. It's more than that.
Probably more like 30.
A double move, you could get there.
I'm wondering about range for a spell. I don't really want to be right next to it.
Somebody measure from Victor right to the Colossus.
70 feet.
70 feet.
Cool. Then I will move.
Not Colossus. This thing is only about giant size.
I'm gonna move there and then cast the spell Heat Metal on the statue.
Okay, isn't that a touch spell?
Mm-mm.
It says range 60 feet.
Okay. And what does it do?
Heats metal.
Well, obviously, but to what degree?
I cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage.
Right.
How is that? That's gonna hurt us.
Only if we touch it.
Only if you're touching. And actually, it only happens if I tell it to happen other than this first.
Yeah, it doesn't stay active, right?
Well, it's concentration for a minute, so I
Gotcha.
have 10 rounds.
And
Okay.
if it's, and I know there's special rules about if it's technically part of whatever it is.
Oh, yeah, plus it imposes disadvantage and stuff.
On a creature that would be wearing armor.
But it's made of metal. Is that?
Yeah, it says choose a manufactured metal object.
Right. Basically what that is for somebody's sword or armor to get hot, so they drop it or take the armor off.
Okay.
And
Or
the
are
only reason
forced
I'm
to
telling you
suffer
this
through
is
it.
because you're relatively new to this game, this system, if not D&D as a whole, as I don't remember your D&D ability or experience. But basically, let me tell you, even though you're a druid, I'm going to give you this knowledge. You'd basically be giving it a weapon.
Okay.
Its body would become a weapon because it would be superheated. It really wouldn't do anything to the statue itself besides heat it up.
Alrighty, then I will not cast heat metal on statue.
Right. It's not hot enough to melt it. It's just hot enough to make it hot.
Although I'm wondering if his logic was that would it make it, as it's heated up, would it make it more susceptible to blunt damage?
I was actually hoping it would just take the fire damage.
No, it wouldn't take the fire damage.
Does hold person have a size limit? Like, this doesn't count as a person.
Choose a humanoid that you can see within range.
Sorry, didn't mean to click that.
This is not a humanoid. This is a construct.
Cool. Then that's my turn.
You haven't done anything yet.
I moved.
Okay, so you're not gonna cast a spell or anything?
Nothing else I have will affect it at this range.
Okay. Grandius.
I am going to move up here. I think, yeah. It is a construct.
Uh-huh. Things like Guiding Bolt, Eldritch Blast, Fireball, all of that will affect it. It's just that the spells that Victor was using, they're not really attack spells. They're effect spells. And the effect really wouldn't have done anything to this creature.
So I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Is that something I roll for or you?
I rolled it.
Okay.
I miss.
A7, you miss.
And that's it.
1092. Recalo's on deck.
I'm studying.
Obviously we already opened attack on this thing. So, for me, oops, sorry, I accidentally nudged my button on the keyboard there, on the headphone there. I guess I just have to hit this thing. I guess I don't really have much to do besides hit this thing. So I'm going to come up to. Is it holding a weapon of some sort or no?
It is holding a great sword.
Oh, lovely. Alright, well, I'm gonna come up. And I'm gonna just hit it with the war pick.
What are you doing up?
I'll be right back, guys.
Roger.
Crit, crit, crit.
Alrighty.
That's the first time I've seen a double crit.
Nah, we've seen some before. I'm assuming that hits.
God damn it.
I don't know what the AC of a
Hang
metal.
on 2 seconds. I'm trying to. Really? How about just giving me. Equipment. Weapons. Really? Ah, there it is. I need to write something down real quick. Did the song end already? Okay. 1092, you rolled. Oh, yeah, that hits. 10?
10. Yep.
Good hit. That's 1092. You.
Is that with the crit
And
damage?
then I would have the warhammer.
Okay. Yeah, that is the crit because the regular damage was a 7 and the crit was a +3. Basically, he rolled 2d.
Cool.
Whatever. 2d8.
I wasn't sure if it was like a strength mod or something.
15 is a miss.
And surprisingly, that 7 was the initial roll was a 1. So that was an actual 1 damage roll.
Recalo's turn.
All right. Let's see. We are going to do let's do Ray of Frost.
13 is a miss.
Okay.
You gonna move it all?
Yeah. Let's go here. Okay.
Run away! Okay. The creature's turn. 1092 against you with a great sword, two-handed. 23, does that hit?
Ouch.
Take 4. Zyra.
Must not have been a powerful swing.
It's testing you.
I'm gonna try to shoot it with a bow. I don't know how effective it's gonna be, but we'll give it a try. Why is my macro not working? That one worked. Ignore that one.
Wait a minute.
There
What
it
do you?
goes.
What are all these rolls?
I don't know. It was delayed. Like, I don't know why it's... Oh, it's because I'm under Devon. Hold on. Okay. This should work now. There we go.
Yeah, you need to...
14.
Zyra, 14. That misses.
And I gotta try again. 17.
17 hits.
Okay. 8.
Okay. You notice that it does not take as much damage as you'd hoped, as it is made of metal and the piercing does not pierce.
Okay. Noted. I am all set.
Is Dane back with us?
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't go anywhere.
Okay, cool. I thought somebody had said be right back.
That was me.
Ah,
So if I move here, would that be flanking?
anywhere close to the creature is flanking.
So if I just step in on him, it's considered flanking as well?
It is in 5th edition. A lot of people don't do it that way. They prefer that you be on either side of the creature. But 5th edition clearly states that any ally within 5 feet grants flanking.
All right, then I'm just going to step in so I get my advantage roll.
Yep.
Nice.
And that's
That
a
is
crit.
hit.
It's 14 plus 8, and that is bludgeoning. So 22?
22. And that is a good solid hit. You actually put a good sized dent in the damn thing.
Nice.
Were we given any kind of time limit for our search of this building?
No.
And figure out which door to enter?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna action surge and attack him again.
Okay.
So
25.
25. 14 more bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Whoops. Go away. Go away.
Does bludgeoning damage appear to do... Does it look like it's doing more damage than the piercing damage that 1092 hit it with?
It crumbles to the ground.
Nice. Go Dane.
Is the music being heard by everybody?
Yeah.
It is.
It's
and I-
Very
but I can hear
faint.
Do we see anything in the wreckage of its?
You see the only piece that isn't crumbled completely is the stone-carved rank insignia.
I would like to pick that up.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to walk over to this door. I'm not going to open it. I'm just going to look and see if I notice anything about the rank insignia. Does it appear to match up against that door anyway? Anything I can maybe... Does it look like the rank insignia is on the door?
The door is clean. There's no carvings, no cuts, nothing. And it is a stone door.
Okay. And is that the same on this one over here?
Yep. Clean.
Alright.
Oh.
Then I'm going to sit down over here with the rank insignia
Okay.
and just stare at it angrily.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
I wouldn't have the slightest clue of what to do.
I have.
All I said was the O followed by the other letter. And then I said, "What's next?" And my Google Home said, "Nothing's playing right now." So apparently it thought I was talking to it. Or
I wouldn't
She-
have the slightest clue of what to do, unfortunately.
I kind of want to try something, but I don't know if it's
Go
gonna
ahead.
work.
the thing is with a skill challenge like this, is anything is possible as long as you can convince me that that skill will help.
I don't.
Like I said, you can literally tell me you want to bluff a wall.
What if I want to cast a spell?
What kind of spell?
Detect thoughts.
Not going to work against undead. They don't
No.
have any.
Okay.
So, do we each get one shot, or
For now.
Can Ricalo detect magic on the doors?
If that is the skill he wants to use.
I mean, detect magic's sort of an area of effect thing, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if he'd be able to
Why
detect
would-
what's on the other side or not.
What does it matter to the skeleton, the big colossal skeleton? Like, if we choose the wrong door, he's going to give it to our enemy?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Why?
That was the deal made.
Okay.
You don't know by who. You don't know what he's talking about. But if you fail, or if you fail the skill challenge, well, no, the skill challenge doesn't matter. It does matter, but it doesn't. If you choose the wrong door, because in the end you're going to have to choose anyway.
Right.
I don't have any good skills for this.
Right.
I am.
Well,
So
what sort of
come up
things
with-
are you talented at?
Come up with a way to convince me that something you're good at is the right skill.
Acrobatics and athletics? I'm not sure either of those in this situation.
I'm
of
good at a lot of
hiding.
stuff. I'm just
Entirely
not sure
true.
how to use them.
Okay.
You have to
But
find out.
I can't tell you because that would be metagaming.
Right. Exactly.
I can't. This is a mind game, though, and a decision. I don't see any way how that is acrobatics and athletics.
Could Grondius tell 1092 what he's thinking?
You guys can talk it out. It's not against the rules for you guys to discuss it. You just have to tell me which skill, me, aka the skeleton, which skill you want to use and how. You guys can talk it out all you want. He's got nothing but time. And all that's going to happen here is if you guys stay here long enough, you're going to end up dying of old age, and then he has another minion. So he's got nothing but time.
So, do you have nothing else you're talented at, 1092?
I don't have. The only two other things I have that have anything checked are persuasion and intimidation, but they're at a 1, which is not going to be very helpful. And
I'm good at persuasion. I'm good
What
at
if you
performance.
try and punch the wall so you can hear the echo?
that would also require a perception check.
I'm good at stealth and I'm good at sleight of hand. I just can't think of how to use any of these things.
Not to mention, there are clearly both rooms in those sides. Punching the wall. I'm just gonna hear an empty room, possibly, and
I
that is if I
recently
even.
watched a Dungeons and Dragons game where one of the players successfully intimidated a forest into showing them the way through.
I
Skill
don't.
challenge similar to this. I'm just telling you how outlandish it can get.
Can I try to
How
persuade the door to tell me what's behind it?
How do you persuade a
Ooh.
forest?
I've got good
Didn't persuade,
persuasion.
intimidate.
Really good.
What?
Try and persuade the door, yeah.
I want to try to persuade the door. It's the only thing I could think of.
Unless if the door has a consciousness.
You're reading too much
Unfortunately, the skeleton tells you that you cannot persuade the door. However, that doesn't mean that you can't persuade anything.
Can I persuade him to tell me where it is?
You can attempt it.
Can I try?
You could try and...
Brain hurts.
You'd have to tell me how you're doing it. Like, it's not just going to be a roll. You're going to have to role play it.
persuade him for some clue or something rather than just...
I'm gonna ask him, do you all know where it is?
A question is not part of the skill challenge, so this doesn't count against you.
Okay.
You're just asking him questions.
Yeah.
Especially a question like that. That's vague enough to where it's not going to give it away. He says that everything in this room that isn't your group knows which door it is.
Okay. I want to go up.
Mind my words. That's the only hint I'm going to give you.
Okay. I want
thing in this room.
These are plants, yes?
That is correct.
I want...
Okay, I need to shut off this music. That's annoying.
I want to go up to one of these plants. I'm not sure if I would use
Okay.
persuasion or if I would use nature, though.
I am quite skilled at nature.
Me too. Probably not as much as you, though.
I do better with insider medicine.
Yeah, I'm not good at puzzles.
Can I talk to the plant?
Do you have speak with plants?
No, I just have nature. Is that something you can do, Kieran?
That's what I'm looking at. Nope, not yet.
No? Damn.
While you guys take a second to figure this out, I need to take a potty break.
Okay.
So you guys, you can kibitz and talk to each other. Just can't make any rolls until I get back.
Okay.
Grandius, how skilled are you at religion?
Religion, huh?
I have a 0 in religion.
How do you have a 0 in religion?
You're
You're
a cleric.
cleric.
I was considering...
Have a 0 in religion.
Again, the question is how? You're a cleric. And you talk to a damn angel.
He doesn't need to know gods other than his
I
own.
literally only know the one.
Wait, this staff has a necromantic power. Shouldn't you be able to detect that?
That's an
could be a
interesting
roll,
point.
but I'm not. I have 0 in Arcana as well.
I have 3. I don't think I can detect it.
In Arcana?
Uh-huh. I have a
What
lot of skills.
what about Riccardo?
That's the plus of being a bard. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 skills I'm proficient in.
Jesus.
I'm
Perhaps
the,
you could...
I'm the Swiss Army knife of the party.
Perhaps you could try and detect the feel of the necromancy,
Let
the
me see
necromantic
what-
power emanating.
Riccardo has 4 in arcane. Let's see what else. He's got history,
Well, the problem-
insight,
also the biggest
investigation, perception.
Well, this skeleton can fucking control this. How do we know he's not fucking holding it?
I'm just curious if I can, because the way he worded it, he said that everything knows where it is. I'm wondering if I can use these bushes. I can't persuade the door. It's an inanimate object, but the bushes are living. I don't know if I can persuade the bush.
Could try. It's worth a try.
I want to know how the hell we don't know the skeleton somehow holds this. If he has the power over everything in this damn...
How large is your intimidation?
Who?
only 1.
That's it?
Yep.
He has to use charisma, not strength.
Yeah, my charisma is a
You have
-1.
to use strength instead of charisma.
Get on.
What?
Now remember, you don't have to have proficiency in a skill to use it. Anybody can use any skill. It's just the luck of the roll.
The luck's in our
Yes,
favor,
having
though.
proficiency in it does give you
Advantage.
better
I'm looking at
chances, but
the rest of my
anybody can
skills, and
use
they're
any skill.
yeah, I'm looking at my other skills, and it's 0, 0, 0, -1, 0.
That doesn't
Negative
matter. Just because you don't have any points in it doesn't mean you can't use it. What I'm saying is anybody can try anything. Just, you know, if you come up with an idea, don't look at look at your character sheet, but don't use the character sheet as a wall to prevent you from trying an idea. The worst that's going to happen is you're going to roll low and fail.
And that's the biggest issue.
Now, I made a mistake when I said if you fail the skill check, you lose the item. That's not the case. In the end, you're going to have to choose a door, whether you pass the skill challenge or not.
You said we only get 4 different skill checks total, though.
You get
right?
You get 4 different skill checks, and one of them has already happened.
Right.
It was a fail, but you have to pass 4. That doesn't mean you only get 4.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's just every time you fail, something may or may not happen.
I want to try to persuade this bush into telling me where it is.
Yeah, this is
without
why I can't.
Sorry, guys, I had to let my dogs out.
I'm just going to give you this one.
Okay.
Because you're new to this. The plant has no way of communicating with you. It's just a plant. It can't point, it can't move, it can't talk to you unless you have speak with plants. So
it wouldn't recoil from the necromantic energy emanating from
it wouldn't do anything.
I believe about the only person that would have any kind of opportunity to get something from the plant would be a furbolg. And that's a racial ability.
Or speak with plants, wizard, or druidic ability. By the way, it sounds like you are on a World War II radio in a fighter plane engaged in combat.
Sorry.
Dane, come back to us.
Well,
World War III hasn't started just
Dane
yet.
return from the war?
I'm dealing with dogs outside. I'm not sure what's going on with my headset being funny, but
it sounds better now. It sounded like an old-fashioned radio.
Oh, I had it. So it's got this thing where you can push it up or down, and when you push it up, I think it automatically mutes it. And it was up a little bit, so I don't think it had a solid connection.
Oh, okay.
I'm still getting used to the new headset. Sorry.
Nice.
But I'll be kind of unavailable for a few, just because I'm dealing with a dog that doesn't want to come back in the house.
I hear you. Yeah, my dog's like that too. So what do we got going on over here? I see Victor moved.
What you doing, Victor?
I'm interested in this statue.
Yep. It is a worshipping statue with black and dark purple trappings. Its cape looks like it's made out of black bird feathers of some kind.
Interesting. Is the rest of it made of metal like
Yes.
Do there appear to be any markings? Can I see into its hand?
You can see it into its hands. There is nothing in its hands.
Not any indication that it's looking for something to be placed there?
No, it looks like it's just worshipping.
Yeah. I think I'd like to make a religion check on the statue.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to Victor because I think just in case something happens again.
Thanks.
Nice roll.
Crit
Sick.
for a total of 24. Okay. Looking at it, looking over it, you know this is a worshiper of the Raven Queen. Now, the Raven Queen is not the goddess of the dead. The Raven Queen is the goddess of fate, winter, and is the usherer of the dead from the land of the living to the land of the dead. She's also trying to raise an army of people, of souls, in order to take over all the other god pantheons. She wants to be the one true god. However, she is not an evil god. She is I believe, neutral. And also, the Raven Queen abhors undead. They are an abomination which must be dealt with.
Interesting.
That is your strongest feeling. And in this room, there are undead. So you get a strong feeling of dislike, anger towards the undead in the room.
What are the chances of us being able to take on a 60-foot skeleton?
He's not undead. The gods
said he was a
created him.
skeleton.
He was never living.
Right.
But
How much would Dane know about the Raven Queen? So I'm not metagaming.
Dane would probably have heard of the Raven Queen. The Raven Queen is worshipped in human circles. There may have been some dwarves who worship her. A lot of goths. Basically.
I mean, ultimately, the Raven Queen is, if it's dead, it stays dead.
Yes.
I mean, that's basic knowledge of the Raven Queen. If it's dead, it needs to stay dead. It shouldn't be coming back.
Yes.
So
instead, it needs to stay dead so that she can have another soul for her celestial army.
Yeah, and necromancy is something that potentially she would have issue with. So something about that statue would allude to probably her.
Is she breaking up for anybody else?
No.
Nope.
I would honestly say her intention would be to point us in the path of not getting the staff more than getting it.
Possibly. I'd like to address the colossal skeleton.
Okay.
How upset would you be about us harming your minions? These smaller skeletons.
He smiles and said, "Did she speak to you?"
More of a feeling.
I see. Well, it is your choice whether to follow the feeling or not. Do you listen to her wishes? Or do you accidentally make a red circle in the middle of the room? Do you listen to her?
I choose to make the red circle.
Or
Everyone do the red circle!
I can't.
do you ignore her? Which do you choose?
Anybody else have any feelings about?
Our 1092 is pretty much ignored religion, so he would not have any idea.
It's either that if the statue is there and it is of the Raven Queen's followers, I'm guessing that it's either here because that's where she wants her followers. That means that she wants people to go away from the staff, or she's trying to protect. She's trying to keep the statue there so that people don't go, say, to the other side of the statue and find a door or whatever.
What?
Right. He hates.
Does anybody
undead.
check behind the statue?
We already know where the doors are, but we can look.
Nothing.
Might not. There might have been a secret thing right there. You never know.
So he hates the undead, and presumably, therefore, does not care for the staff. You said, Tony, earlier that this place had been used more recently by followers of the Raven.
Yes.
So it's possible she would want the staff gone from this place rather than.
What if her followers, the ones that stand inside this building right now, as skeletons?
You only know of her is that she abhors undead. They're abominations to her.
And what about okay, so what did you say the statue looked like? She's got is the hands outstretched is an accurate portrayal?
Yes.
And are there anything in her hands?
No, Victor already asked that.
Sorry. What about, you said there were feathers and whatnot?
The cowl, I mean, it's all carved out of metal, but the cape seems to be dark bird feathers of some kind. Crow or raven, you're not sure.
Okay. Alright, I've got to go try to bring this dog in because it sounds like he's ready.
Okay.
Would anybody be opposed to me starting to smash skeletons?
I think Zyra might want to move a little further away, but I think I'm okay. I imagine we might want to get Dane. Well, Dane's probably always ready for a fight.
You really want to start a fight with all those skeletons?
I have
I don't know. There's like 10 of them.
There's only
There's 12 of them. Only?
I have one of me with 2 bludgeoning weapons. Yeah, you know.
I mean, no.
But
I mean,
if we kill the
let's talk about
skeletons, what's gonna happen?
Oh.
we don't know. All I know is that this statue of the Raven Queen is really mad about the skeleton.
And the undead in general.
Well, yeah, but particularly towards these skeletons in the room.
The ones in this room were specifically said.
All opposed to me hitting skeletons?
Dude, you gotta do what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
I don't want to fuck up something without people. I don't.
Austin, make a decision.
If you attack, I will back you.
Vacuum?
Back you. I will help.
Oh, you'll back. I thought you said vacuum. I'm just gonna say you might want a broom, not a vacuum. I'm not sure how well a vacuum's gonna do with bone.
Well, how about I at least move before we make the decision? Because if it ends up being that you attack them, I'm kind of screwed.
I'm gonna move Ricardo over here.
Okay, so alright, we were asked not to we were asked not to destroy anything.
It doesn't mean the skeletons don't qualify for that one.
We said don't destroy anything in this room. The skeletons are in the room.
Yeah, but then he looked at
don't destroy, don't damage.
Well, we already did that one, so there's not going there's no going back from already wrecking a statue.
I mean, it did attack us.
Right. I think the intention there is that we made a mistake, and as a result of making that mistake, we were being punished for it. I guess my curiosity, I don't know how we would do it.
Can I walk past the skeleton guy?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd be brainstorming at this point with everyone that's listening.
Of course.
What
We
what
know
do
the
you-
Raven Queen has followers coming here, but as of recent, but we don't see any of her followers here. We know the Raven Queen would be against what is happening here as well. Is there anyone that feels that they could convince the Raven Queen that our purpose here is not to use the staff, but to move it to a place where it won't be used, so that maybe something she could do would influence pointing out the right direction?
These aren't the doors, are they?
So we're gonna try and lie to a goddess.
persuade?
We have no intentions of using
no,
the
no.
necromancy staff.
Grandius or Michael, the doors are here.
And
Me personally, I know I have no intentions of using it.
So, according to the dynamic lighting, there's more behind here.
There's nothing over here, and there's nothing over here. The room
Okay, because it looks like it's a hallway that leads to more.
So is there anyone who wholeheartedly, truthfully knows that their intention is not to use the staff,
Yep.
and that honestly, like me, believes that we're moving it somewhere where it will
Yeah.
be more likely to not be used than used,
I don't
And
have
that-
any intention of using the staff at
Same.
all.
And
and
I,
could
I certainly
potentially
don't know.
convince the Raven Queen to give us a, like. I'm going out on a limb here. If she's got followers that come here, and we don't see any of her followers here, but they've been coming here frequently, I'm almost willing to assume that the skeletons in this room are actually her followers.
Mhm.
Having been killed.
Or
and resurrected.
possibly something that she, as a god, may have influence over. Is it possible that we could have them move toward the door that the staff is in as an indication
Grandius
that
and
that's the
Victor
way to
make
go?
Religion checks for me.
So
Okay.
would we want to talk to the statue or the skeletons?
The statue
Okay.
of the Raven Queen.
Because I've
Okay,
got.
Victor, you know with an 18 that the Raven Queen would never create skeletons like this. They are undead, and she hates them. Right now, her wrath is focused on the skeletons in this room. With the exception of the colossal skeleton, because it was never living. And therefore could not have died. And then become an abomination.
So
I-
yeah, no. The Raven Queen really hates these 12 skeletons that are in this room. She doesn't really care.
Is there anything about the skeletons that might indicate that at one time they were her followers that have come to this temple?
No.
Or
I'm
this
sure someone
must-
could make a check.
You see them as they are. Skeletons with armor, shields, and a sword.
Okay.
I have,
So,
I have
what
high
do you
persuasion
think,
and
Victor?
I have high performance. Do you want me to speak to the statue?
It's worth a try.
I will consider this one of the skills.
Yep. I will try.
So in a sense, you've botched one and you've passed one. You're just making a decision as to what to do with the information given. This will be a third attempt.
What do you think, guys?
Okay, so you're going to use performance to talk to the statue? How are you going to do that?
Oh, persuasion.
Persuade.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to persuade the statue to tell us or give us a feeling of which direction the staff is in, and I'm gonna try to persuade her that we are not intending to use it in any way. We are trying to
Okay,
keep
you
it
can only do one.
one. Okay.
You can't persuade her both ways.
Okay, persuade her to
Because
try.
that's 2 checks.
Okay, I'll try to persuade her to tell us where it is or give us a feeling of which way it is.
If you have to try making a deal, we'll get rid of the skeletons, maybe?
Zyra, with a 21 in persuasion, the feeling you get is that the answers you seek will be given when the room is cleared of the abominations.
Guess
We
what,
have to attack the
1092?
skeletons.
You get your wish.
Well,
I
whatever was-
relay this to the group. I tell them she says when the room is clear that we will.
cleared of abomination.
Yep. So
And with that, there is no hesitation for 1092.
I was gonna say, is it possible that everyone would give us time to set up, or is 1092 just gonna? I guess we'll just. I was gonna say I would try to speak up and say, can we? Are the skeletons gonna give us? Do the skeletons react to that information at all?
Skeletons don't hear anything.
it's in my head. She's speaking to me in my head.
Yeah.
But when
no.
she says, when Zyra says we have to clear the abomination in the room, is there any reaction from the skeletons?
They are standing at attention, facing forward at each other, apparently.
Okay.
It seems that they are waiting for something.
So, theoretically, these things are giving us an opportunity to... We have an opportunity to stage ourselves for an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, god damn it, why don't I act?
I'm moving over here.
I mean, 1092, you said something. You can do whatever you want, but I would say...
You know, her saying that 1092 was just gonna say, alright, and then just immediately start hitting it, but you started speaking up and I was
Nope. Then that's what you would have done before I would have had a chance to say anything. So you're good. Go for it.
well,
All right,
then
we'll
the
have to go
skill.
back to their original positions.
Okay, I was by the statue.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, because 1092, they are right. 1092 did say that he was just going to attack.
Yeah.
1092. You would also have to move back to that corner by the skeleton you're standing nearest
I was
to.
right here,
And
but
that's-
saying,
Yep.
him hearing that, he was gonna go right here.
I moved her collar,
Bring
but I don't
both-
remember where I moved him from. I think it was only
He
like
was
a
gonna just
square
bring
over.
both weapons right down on the skeleton.
Ricardo's pretty much where he was.
1092, you
Yeah,
did
I
not
don't
say
remember.
that earlier.
Alright, then. Well, I'm right next to this skeleton. Then hearing that, he is just gonna say, alright then. And bring the hammer down on that skeleton right next to him.
Okay, a 20 definitely hits.
Holy crap. Nice.
For 13 damage.
I gotta move. He's still got movement. Running over to this one. Just like, alright. And warp pick.
Jesus. We'll just let
Another
you.
hit.
We'll just let you do all the work, 1092.
Tony tracking that is bludgeoning as well.
Yes.
Do we have any reaction out of
Oops.
any of them yet?
That.
One
Ow.
dead skeleton, one almost dead skeleton.
He didn't die.
Almost.
I take offense to that.
Can you take offense with a weapon?
He didn't die to my hit. I take
Yeah,
offense
can you take
to that.
offense with a weapon?
Tony.
Yeah. The initial
Tony.
attack has happened. Now it's a initiative.
Okay.
Tony, out of curiosity, between when we had the last fight and I sat down at that bench to right now, how much time has
Nice.
actually passed in game?
In game. Damn it. I would say 10 minutes tops.
Okay, just checking.
This is going to take me a moment.
Mhm.
1092 does what 1092 does best. He hits things.
How the hell did I get a 28 with a 20? Oh, I rolled 2.
You're rolling 2d20.
Yeah, you've been doing. You did that twice.
Oh!
The first roll would have been an 8, and then a 19, now a 14.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother. It was set up to roll 2d6, and I only changed the 20. Because the statue dealt 2d6 damage. Unfortunately, I rolled really bad on it when I hit. Because I ended up doing, what, 4 damage?
Yep. I just 1092 just kind of shrugged it off, just like, okay then.
And then Dane murdered it.
He hit it in the kneecap and it just collapsed.
If I was playing a tabletop game, then I would have either had all of these already rolled before the game, or I would just roll 1 initiative for all of them. But where there's an initiative tracker here, I like to give them all their turn and kind of mix them with everybody else.
And Goblin's turn. Dead Bard.
Lots of 3s. What's going on here?
I'm okay with 3s.
I don't see any problem with this.
Zyra, did you
12?
Zyra, did you roll initiative for yourself?
Ooh.
I did myself and for Devin. Ricalo got a 24, I got a 10.
Okay, yeah, cool. No, I see.
Magic freaking missile. All over the place. It's gonna be a disco party of magic missiles.
They don't do that much damage.
Nope, but there's almost a dead skeleton over here.
True.
Well, he's still figuring that out. I gotta go to the bathroom real quickly. Unless it's... How much
You're
time do I have?
probably
How much-
way down the turnover.
I have a 10. Yeah, I'm almost towards the bottom. I'll be right back.
All right, so up top, 24, Ricalo.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'll do magic missile. How many does he get to launch off per turn?
3? With a level 1 spell slot? Probably.
3 with a level 1 spell slot, 4 with a level 2,
Alright,
5 with a level 3.
so we're
I don't know what level.
launching the first one at the one that's almost dead.
That's 1 missile.
Yep. And then the other 2 are gonna go to the next one in line.
Let's go right here.
Yep.
6.
7.
Yes.
Jip me of a point. Alright.
Okay.
And I think that's it for him.
Dane.
Okay. Yeah, I got my warhammer and my shield. Move here, and then I am going to take the dodge action.
Okay. Which one are you? You're dead. Which one are you? You're not.
Does
dead.
Ricalo really have +4 to his dex?
Yeah, I guess so.
Double move to there. Next. Comes up here to make an attack. Oh, where's your attack? There it is.
1092 is in the bathroom, so I'll have to tell you if it hits.
Yep.
Never mind. I heard a very loud wham.
Hello, I'm back. What did I miss?
Okay. Apparently,
Oh,
I missed.
Badly.
Grandius.
Hey, look at that. I exist. It started to, anyway. Let's see here. Is that where a pillar is?
Yes. Why? You tired?
Uh-huh. I was just wondering so I could be behind cover. Because I recently was DMing a game and I realized, oh no, cover is a thing.
You have line of sight to this one.
And
And
I'm gonna take that
this one.
opportunity.
And this,
I know with zombies before, if I cast
this
like
one.
healing word and stuff, it hurt them. Does that work on skeletons?
Sure, why not?
There you go. Because we have so many of these things, the first thing I'm going to do is use spiritual weapon.
Out pops the frying pan.
Actually, what is the Raven Queen's favorite weapon?
Oh God, I don't know. Hang on. It's something I should know.
We're doing the Raven Queen a favor. May as well use her weapon.
I use her weapon and smack it out.
Hopefully it does bludgeoning damage.
Are you really gonna? Well,
Magic.
it's all magic damage.
Oh, yeah, right, of course.
But you're really gonna trade out the frying pan?
I mean, the pan last time kind of crit you in the face.
Well, then maybe next time don't have it right next to me.
So that's where I was gonna put it. Also, a nice tweet in the deal. I'm not sure if it means like, according to this.
I'm just gonna say mace because it ain't here.
Well, I was looking at some stuff and it said pick, but I'm not sure whether or not it means you pick your favorite weapon or.
No,
as in
there is a war pick. Yeah.
Hey, I have that.
Also, there are a couple other things, like there's a scimitar for one of them.
I guess
It really
it.
depends. Because there are a lot of different D&D stuff with the Raven Queen, so it's hard
Yeah.
to figure it out. So instead of looking it up, what do you say it is?
Well, a sword that's difficult to get to. The Ravenclaw.
Okay. Yeah, whatever that is. I'll
The
do that.
Ravenclaw is a +2 scimitar, so just summon a scimitar, even though it's
Yeah.
not the Ravenclaw.
A scimitar that looks similar, except I don't know what it looks like, so it's just a scimitar.
And it's going to be a raven. Even though it's a scimitar, it's going to look like a raven to everybody else.
Alright, so I'm just hitting people with quick.
Right.
With
I
quiz?
can't control it.
Where do you want it?
I can cast it 20 feet in front of me, so I'll say right here.
Don't you
You
fail
have
with
control.
Don't fail with the roll. I don't want to get hit by a.
Yeah, and because for some reason it can also hit in the same action.
If you
Very nice.
22's a hit.
spirit smacky.
Okay.
And with that, I will. Let's see my spells and my slots just to make sure I'm being careful.
Is that a bonus action to summon
I
that?
can cast it, move it, and swing it all in the same turn. It's not.
Is it an action?
Then
A bonus action?
it's the whole thing is an action.
Okay, so you don't have anything left.
Unless if I use a bonus action to cast, like, say, Healing Word, which I'm debating right now.
Healing word. Fuck you. Dead.
I'll just pass.
Okay. There's that.
Gotta make sure that I at least somewhat have healing spells for what 1092 is about to die to.
Hey, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Those are the words of a dying person.
I don't have very much health missing yet.
YET.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Thanks, Syra.
There we go.
I believe you.
Yeah, sorry. I was just checking to make sure that the skeleton that I want to attack is still in the place. I'm going to wild shape into a dinosaur. A Parasaurolophus.
The Bathpera, what?
A para who what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you. Bathpera, what?
He turns into a big dinosaur.
Spell it.
I think we need a picture of this.
Parasaurolophus.
Ah, Parasaurolophus.
A platypus?
No.
No.
It's the thing with the horn on the back, kind of a duck bill.
Oh. Okay.
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
Hang on a second. and
Isn't
I'll
it the
find
dinosaur in Jurassic Park that he refers to as Elvis?
one. Probably, I don't know. Let me upload it and you'll find out.
I still don't know.
Let me download it first before I upload it.
I wonder if I could make a combat skill check.
Save image as PARAWHODYWHAT. And now we look for Parasite. Who do you want? Where are you, Parasite? Who do you want? I just downloaded your ass.
That sounds like a weird ass insult. Like, I just downloaded your ass. Sounds like something a soldier from TF2 would say.
What? Say it one more time.
I just downloaded your ass.
Ha! I just downloaded your ass.
Okay then.
Dominated Bilbo Baggins.
I hate that. I download a thing, and then it's not in my pictures or my downloads. However, when I go in and I hit my downloads and say show in folder,
It's there.
it's there. But I can't find it when I'm looking through the... I've looked at every picture on here. It ain't there.
Let me tell you something. It ain't there.
It ain't there. All right, fine. Parasite, who do you what? We're going to change your location. We're going to... File info. Users, here's OneDrive pictures. Why OneDrive? I don't want it on OneDrive. I hate OneDrive. Downloads. Parasite, who do you what? Show in folder.
Parasite, who do you what?
You. Send to. Where's send to? Send to Not create shortcut here. Just fuck off here. You stay here. You go away. You go away. You move out here. You come back. Where are you? Where are you? Right here. Get rid of you. Why do you do this?
What? Whoa.
Choose a file. Desktop. Parasa, who do you want? Is this a medium creature?
It says large.
Copy that. Close that.
As he knocks down the pillar next to him.
Move you over here. Where are you, Victor?
He's down here.
Right over by. Yeah.
Next to all the skellies.
By the.
Why is
Oh God!
computer going
Please
so
tell me you want to pull it. Please tell me you're gonna pull a Yoshi and run through them as they're.
Yum.
Regrettably, no. This
Aww.
dinosaur does not have a charge.
Aw, God damn it! I wanted to watch you pull a Yoshi. It
is the one that looks like Elvis.
My goal is to knock one down and then crush it.
Oh, I was hoping you'd just charge right through all of them like a damn train.
Michael, are you dancing?
Wow, my computer, my browser is fucked up. It's going so slow. Anyway, large. You go away. Ursa, who do you want? You just stand over here in the dark.
You've put me off the edge of the map. Now I can't see anything anymore. Thank you.
Just the screen goes dark and the red letters pop up. You died.
Game over.
Lovely.
What are its stats? I just need to know its hit points and its AC.
30 hit points, AC 13.
There.
Thank you.
So let me ask you a question. Can you see now?
Yes, I can.
Because I gave you control of Parasa, who do you want? Excellent. That's how it's supposed to work.
Good.
Kills them. Kills them all.
All right. Are you attacking, or is that your action is to turn?
No, I'm gonna attack.
Kills them all.
With advantage, a 14 does hit.
Cool.
You smacked it with your tail.
Whoa.
22 bludgeoning damage.
Holy moly.
$2d12 damage on this guy?
That's what the stats said I found online.
Holy shit!
Did you look up 5e?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm totally happy to have you adjust those numbers if you feel that's.
We'll go with it for now, and then I will look it up later to see if you're actually supposed to be able to turn into this at your level. Anyway.
It says it's a CR1 creature.
Yeah. Well, AC 13, 30 hit points. Yeah, that's CR1.
Yeah, it just does a crap ton of damage.
Yeah. Anyway,
Is it big enough to ride?
A large creature?
Tony, what are the chances?
Zyra.
All right.
No, 1092. You can't ride it. You're too big.
Damn it!
I'm going to shoot with one of my bludgeoning arrows at this one.
Okay.
Victor, make
16.
it bigger.
The wizard might know enlarge.
If he does, I swear to
16
God,
is
I
a
must. I must
This
ride.
one.
Oh wait, we're in combat.
There will be a time I will ride.
What are you
Some
doing
sort
up
of
again,
dinosaur.
Luna? Kid, I'm gonna kick your butt. It is
How
late.
much damage did you do?
Um,
Come on. 11.
Okay.
drop it. Take them off. Go back to bed.
Is that kind of bludgeoning or no?
That was
It does. She's using a bludgeoning arrow she bought.
doing the same
Okey-doke.
thing again. This one's going to this one.
Which one? Yep.
Crit. 9.
Yeah. 6
My
to
crit,
9.
my crit
Okay.
did less damage than my last one.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm gonna move a tad bit closer. Alright, I'm good.
And Zyra's turn. Next
1092.
up is 1092.
So, I have a question.
Okay.
How would you describe athletics?
Running, swimming, climbing, any sustained physical activity. Acrobatics is gymnastics, parkour.
Would you count athletics for being able to push myself or no?
What are you trying to do?
I might try using athletics as a somewhat of a skill thing to.
You're in the middle of combat.
Yes, I know, but there's it's a skill-based challenge.
Ask me after combat. Let's get this done. It's already past 10.
I was gonna use it for combat, but all right, whatever. Ready? I'm gonna run all the way up here and beat the crap out of these guys. Gonna use the war pick on this guy right here.
Yep. That's a hit. Okay.
I'm gonna use the warhammer on that guy next to me.
That's a hit. Okay.
Upon that hit, I want to try this out because that was the warhammer, and I have the rune. I'm going to use fiery shackles on it.
What does that do?
Fiery shackles. God, I need to go. God, hold on. That. Why is that so small? Bio. Where's the fire shackle? Fire shackle. Fire shackle. There we go. There we go. When you hit a creature with this weapon attack, you invoke the rune, the summon fiery shackles. The target must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute. While restrained in the shackles, the target takes takes 2d6 fire damage.
Yep.
And every turn, it must roll a saving throw to see if it gets out of them. Otherwise, it is restrained and it takes additional damage.
So I don't get any pluses. It is restrained.
Yes. And then it would take, now on its next turn, it takes 2d6 fire damage right off the bat.
Okay. Number 7. Double moves. 3. Double moves. 3. Double moves. Actually, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, that's 35, so that's a double move. And last but not least, this one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, can actually get to you. So it will attack.
Oh god, that is a lot of skeletons.
Why didn't you go?
Because you don't have him having a number.
Apparently not.
I assumed you knew that one, but
Turn. Oh. Well, it'll go next because I rolled a 1. And if I go in descending order, its turn is technically next. So it will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 double move. No, wait. It can get here. It's going to attack the dinosaur. Because it's stupid. And rolls a 7 because it's clumsy.
Amazing.
Raquello.
Alright, we're gonna do... Crap, where'd my character sheet go again? Lost it. Alright. Character sheet. Here we go. Alright, we're gonna do magic missiles again. I'm gonna do it on...
First.
The one that is attacking the dinosaur.
Okay.
The stupid one.
Apparently, he has a second death wish.
Alright.
Okay.
4.
So,
And then 5. And then
Okay.
3.
6, 7, 8. Not quite down, but looking really ragged.
Okay.
Gonna move it all, or are you done?
Nope, I'm good.
Dane? Is Dane with us?
I don't think he ever got his dog in.
Uh-oh. I think the dog took out Dane.
Okay. Let me get his character sheet up. Oh, let's see. What is he using? His Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... Five, 10, 15, 20, 30. A hit. 13 damage. That's it. You are dead. You are dead. You are Grundius.
I'm not dead.
I'm not dead. Whatever that one is. That one is not.
It's a bad idea. So I'm going to move up to here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna take wait. I'm gonna move the pan as well. I don't remember whether or not that is a full action to make it move.
To make what move? No, it's a bonus action.
So that means it Is it also a bonus action to make it swing, or is it all the same bonus action?
One bonus action to move it and hit with it. Give me 2
Alright,
seconds.
so it's gonna
Lavatory.
hit. What's the status effect on that guy?
It's restrained, but I'll be right back.
I thought it was restrained. How did it leave? We need some fire shekels on Tony. He just
I don't know where Tony went.
He had to go to the bathroom.
Does anyone know where the Tony just went? Or
He went to the bathroom.
Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes. Go. Damn it, dog. You are a pain in my ass. All right. Sorry about that. Kind of didn't have a choice. Go ahead, Grandius.
I am going to make the pan swing first.
Okay.
With a 13, I
That's
believe.
it. Against this guy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
For 6.
For 6.
And then Grandius himself will smacketh the guy under that one.
You can't reach.
I can't hit him.
Not him. Not without a spell. You can hit this guy, and that's pretty much it.
I can hit that guy.
Yes.
Grandius, not 1090.
Grandius
The
is right
person
here.
that is
Oh, I
right
was
next
looking
to
at
the
Dane
crow
for some
can't
reason.
hit that guy, but can hit that guy.
Yeah, you can hit this guy.
It's okay. I'm going
I-
to hit that person.
Was looking at Dane for some reason.
22
That's a hit.
for bludgeoning.
4. Okay.
And that is it.
It is looking really ragged. Are you dead? No. The restrained one is taking how much?
2d6.
Roll it.
Okay then.
Gone. No longer restrained, but also no longer living. Victor!
The one in front of me is not quite dead yet, right?
Not quite.
Lick it, he'll die.
Well, I will attempt to finish.
Okay. That is a 9 because Grandius is too far away.
All right.
So that is a miss. This guy right here against Grandius. Critical.
Ouch.
So my hit is seven damage.
Okie
And 1092.
Alrighty, he's dead. I'm gonna move up here and hit these two guys.
Okay. Which one first?
This guy with the bludgeoning of the war pick.
Yeah, that's a hit. Okay.
And then the other guy with the warhammer. Oh dear. Nope, that doesn't hit.
That does not hit.
Okie dokie.
Zyra.
Alright, let's see. I'll take a shot at this one with my bludgeoning
Okay.
arrows. 20?
Definitely a hit. Wow, 2020.
For
Good vision.
6. And again, 10.
That is not a hit.
Okay. And turn.
This guy's still alive. He's going to come over here and hit Grandius. Try to anyway. And not hit
And
Grandius.
fail.
Flanking doesn't do anything for ranged attacks, does it?
No.
Makes sense.
This guy's going to move up 1. 19.
Nope. I have my shield.
That was against 1092.
Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, that hits.
That hits him.
No, that doesn't hit. I have a 20 for AC.
Oh,
Okay. And the one with this guy against the dinosaur.
Where is 1092? I don't even see him.
12. 1092 is right here.
I'm all the way
Oh,
up
he
here.
must be under
it
the
says
zombie.
18 on your armor class.
What zombie?
The skeleton, I mean.
Oh, am I standing on one? Oh, I must be.
You were under one.
It's supposed to be a 20 because of the special armor he got. He just hasn't changed it.
Yes, I have. It says it's a 20 on my... Or does it... Did I not change it on the actual... Oh, I never changed it on the actual
There's
sheet.
18 on the character sheet.
Damn it, my apologies.
So anyway, that's that. And Ricallo.
Alrighty, jeez, that was fast. Okay. Magic missile at the one that's almost dead.
Okay.
Pew!
2.
And then the next 2 are gonna go at this one. Pew!
This guy right here?
Pew! Yep. 5 and 5.
10.
Okay.
You are burning a lot of spell slots. At least level 1 ones, but still.
Are you ticking them off as you're using them?
That's 3. Right? One for... It's not 1 for each missile, right? It's 1 for each round?
It's 1 for each round.
Okay, so I'm down 3.
And is Dane back? No.
Silence is a no.
Okay.
He has a lot of spell slots.
He's a wizard.
Hmm.
Whoops, that's not the right one.
I think he only has like as many as
He's got one
I
left.
do.
One left of level 1.
He hits anyway. One of them is with 2 hands and one of them is with 1. I'm going with the 2-handed because that's what he's been doing. So that's dead. Grandius.
Yes,
It's your turn.
it is. I assume somebody is under the crow because the crow doesn't have a hit thing.
It's a dead skeleton.
Okay, I was confused as to why the scythe thing had been hurted.
The scimitar.
Yeah, the scimitar. I am going to swing at the one below me.
Okay.
With a 17 because the scimitar counts as a threat. So
That's
it's
going to be a hit.
advantage there. Let's see. 5 bludgeoning. And then the pan will go for the other guy.
24 is a hit.
There's a lot of dead skeletons here.
Hmm.
Victor. There's 1 left. It is looking very, very ragged.
Sick 'em, boy.
I will step on you.
Just checking to see if you peed on my couch again.
Anyway, I'm going to attack the remaining skeleton.
Yep. Okay, good boy. Good boy. Everybody loves you. Good boy. I love fucking with that dog.
I think that might be it.
That is a hit. You have successfully stepped on it.
That is a big overkill.
No, I was saying I was going to step on Zyra.
Oh, well, that'll happen too.
Hey!
Because she was teasing. Anyway.
And there you go.
Yay!
Ugh.
I dismiss Wild Shape.
Okay.
Okay.
Is anything helping?
Howdy.
Howdy.
Oh, hey!
Hey!
You guys are running late. I
You
was
just-
about to jump into the YouTube video, but I saw it was still going live.
You missed all the fun,
Yeah.
though. We just finished
We
the fight.
literally just finished.
Okay.
Whoops.
We iced a bunch of skeletons because the Raven Queen told us to.
1092. I gotta go find you.
Which direction did we end up going?
The boneyard.
Boneyard.
The boneyard?
Mm-hmm.
So who is the Raven Queen?
I'm not familiar with
the-
the sacrilege.
One of the gods of the D&D pantheon.
Okay.
Her statue pretty much spoke to us.
Okay, so before we end today's session, I have to make a note. So far, in today's skill challenge, you have 2 successes of 4. You have 1 failure?
Yeah, just Dane, right?
Yep, Dane was a failure.
Okay.
Does the statue do anything as a result of the room being presumably cleansed of abomination?
Yes. The statue tells you that you have succeeded in 2 of 4 challenges, and on completion of the 3rd and 4th challenge, you will be granted some sort of hinty type thing. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Next
Okay.
week, you will continue to
Challenged.
challenge. Okay, let's see. Just before we end this, Dane has done 1. Victor has done 1. And
I did.
Zyra has done 1. So, in my notes, I have that, which means that Victor, Dane, and Zyra are done contributing, basically. So,
I mean, particularly us, since we passed our check.
next week, we have Grandius 1092 and Ricalo to try and pick up the next 2 challenges. You don't know what will happen if you succeed. You don't know what will happen if you don't. All you know is that the Colossal Skeleton has nothing but time.
And I assume that by the end of the 4th challenge, then we are able to challenge the Colossal Skeleton.
No.
No.
We're trying to figure out which door to go through.
There's 2 doors, and he says the staff is behind one of the doors, and we have to complete.
There's a door to his left and a door to his right. You must choose on that basis.
And if
they
we
have been going around the room trying to find clues.
And if
they have to pass 4
right
skill challenges.
And if we choose wrong, the staff goes to our enemy.
Yes, if you choose wrong, the staff goes to the enemy.
So we do not want to choose wrong.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
So,
we've gotten 2 right so far, though. So woohoo!
you've gotten 2 right.
One run.
Basically, how it breaks down, so that you guys don't panic too much, is if you exhaust yourself of people, you wait a day and try again.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
However, if you do have to wait a day,
We have to
it
restart.
resets to 4.
Thought so.
That bites, but at least we don't completely nullify our chances.
Right. Anyway, that's all for tonight. I have to
Alright.
find food, clean up a
Uh,
mess the cat threw up, and
It-
go punch my dog in the nose.
Hey Tony,
Yo.
I sent you a couple of items on Messenger. I wasn't sure what I'd be looking at for price tags on any of those.
I got the message. I have to look it up.
All right, got you. Because I'd be looking to pick up one of those in the last town before we left it, but depending on which one I'd be able to.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night.
guys.
Good night.
Night.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. I am Jasmine, and that was Sunday Night D&D. We will be playing again next Sunday, same time. Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So, I may be on again throughout the week randomly playing Minecraft and League and whatever else strikes my fancy. So, have a good night.